Do not take product if you are hypersensitive.
Damn, I'm just drunk.
You drunk already, Martin?
Oh, fuck no. I had one big spruce. One more sip, though.
I love how people use coming on the show as an excuse to drink.
Oh, yeah.
Great. Test 1 2, test 1 2. This is Sarah's voice.
This is Martin voice.
Ooh.
Travis.
This new mic stand was the best thing I ever did.
That's a good
Yeah,
one.
I feel so goddamn festive.
Yeah, it gets it nice and close to you. My other one was like you had to lean in.
Just call me Tootsie.
Tootsie.
I need the jacket for a little bit, just for like Christmassy effect.
Oh my gosh, Martin! Do you want me to put like garland around you or something?
Oh, man. This is English lording.
How are you going to survive the heat?
Oh, like I'm gonna be whipping this off like James Brown in 90 seconds.
Well, that's okay. We can get started. We can get started on this Christmas episode. Welcome back. Oh my God.
Do begin, dear.
Oh my God.
You're acting classy, but it looks like we just found you and took you in from the street. It was our Christmas good deed.
Oh, you look like you just got rescued from the Titanic.
Yeah, what's like my poor broke like Cockney name like Smitherby. Smitherby, I want some soup, dear. Oh, yeah, have some.
Do you guys like the
Smitherby's
snow
down on his
effect?
luck again.
Do you notice that it's snowing?
Oh, that is.
It is
beautiful.
very nice. Very
It's
Christmas.
cool,
It's
right?
like somebody just shook us.
I know, right? We're in a little.
Whoa!
It is like someone just showed us.
I love that was captured.
Ooh. Hey, yeah.
I remember when I did this last year, I did it live, and Vaughn tuned in, and he just was, because I had the fireplace in the video, embedded in the video, and I had the crackling, like, kind of lower in the background. It was just, what's that fucking crackling? Can you turn that off? It's fucking annoying. I miss that guy.
Not like, oh, that's so cozy, like winter crickets. Just like, what the fuck is that?
What the fuck is that crackling sound? It's bugging me.
This isn't the fucking popcorn podcast. Turn that shit off. He's got to be like pointing a bottle when he says it too. Like, now you listen to
It just reminded me of his previous life as a bear rug. Getting fucked on top of, but never actually fucked.
Whoa, that's great. Starting this off in the best way possible.
See, you don't need to do 20 bits off the top.
There you go.
You can just do jokes
Jokes every now and then.
when they fit.
When they fit, Travis. That's right. Not for 2 hours straight. I love you guys so much, but you put me through hell. Holy shit.
Shit talking the boys. Oh, I was thinking of like the perfect like PD boy sentimentality for 2020 was I was thinking the other day like, man, like I wish that my friend who passed away was still here so we could shit talk people. Oh, that would be so nice.
Right.
Share them hateful screenshots. Oh.
Yeah, that's something and especially now that I'm in it now. Like the bitching that I would have done to her.
Oh man.
Like, oh my
Bitch
God.
Fest 2020 was never meant to be.
Was Vaughn a Christmas person? I think he was kind of like me. He wasn't totally a fan of it, but not.
He was like a sentimental
Scrooge.
person at heart, so I think he had mixed feelings about Christmas. He always got like me a little something, always Richard a little something.
Yeah, he was always like nice with the gifts.
I shouldn't say a little something for Richard. I remember him getting fucking like Richard awesome stuff, and I think Richard got him awesome.
Yeah, well, I remember the one year he shit on the stuff. Richard had gotten him. His mom had given Richard money to go out and get Richard could get presents for Andrew from her. She's like, I don't really know. Why don't you do it? And then he did it, and then he shit on that. And I remember laying into him on the podcast, being like, "Just be thankful.
Yeah,
Thankful. You're the problem here. Your mom literally gave money to someone else to go, I can't buy presents for this fucking guy. And you still should. This is why she did it.
yeah.
This
What did he get? I forget what
it was something, and he ended up using it and loving it. Of course.
Oh my god. Well, I remember Vaughn got
with the virtual reality thing. Like he hated it at first.
Yeah.
Like, and then I figured it out 3 weeks later.
Yeah.
And, it was actually really good after that. While you just bitched about it for 3 weeks like a fucking asshole. I was so happy. Like I got him his last gig, and I got Vince to drive, so he didn't have to drive. He got to headline.
Yeah.
Paid for the show. We got the Airbnb and everything. And then listen to the fucking boys club the next week. Him and Richard, just like, hey, so how was Moncton? Just like, oh, the show was great, but then like, oh, didn't you guys partied up and get an Airbnb? He's just like, yeah, fucking Marty and Vince wanted to hang out in the kitchen the entire time. Just like, got him his fucking dream weekend, and then he fucking bitch shot it on the podcast immediately.
Wait, did we hang out in the kitchen?
Richard even chimes in, fucking Kate Bretner's in the kitchens. The two of yous.
Oh man, do you normally go home for Christmas, Kate Breton?
I try to get home for a couple of days, but unfortunately not this year.
Not this year. My parents are 2 hours away, and I won't be able to see them.
Oh, that's fucked.
Because of the restrictions, because we're in COVID central right now.
You could go do a podcast with your parents and technically call it work. Huh?
That's true. I could.
Always thinking I am.
Oh man, that's actually a really good point.
Yeah, you don't need to use any of it. You can just literally go.
It ended up being unusable.
Yeah.
But guys, welcome back to the Intoxicated Podcast. I'm stoked to have these two people on the show, specifically.
Stoked to be here again.
Two returning guests, two regulars, I would say.
Yeah.
Martin Edwards is back.
Oh, I'm the Three Timers Club now?
Oh, three times?
Yeah.
I think more than that,
I think
Martin.
I was on some of the live streams, but I was just more kind of like talking for 90 seconds and mostly drinking. Cool if I roll one over here?
You did. Oh, you did. I guess you did two with Vince, and that was it. So this is only your third. It feels
third
like
official.
It feels like you should be on more. Okay. I'll make
3 times the charm. This one will actually be good.
Oh, shush you.
You're welcome.
And the kid is back, Travis.
Hello.
Lindsay.
Yes.
Thank you guys for being here.
Festive.
This is a festive episode. This is going to come out on Christmas Day.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
I think. Yeah. Christmas Day is literally a Friday, so this will be out on Christmas morning.
Merry Christmas. If you're listening to this on Christmas, I'm sorry no one loves you.
Do not listen to this in the car with your grandma. Like, might not be the best.
Watch this on Christmas.
Well, I mean, who knows? We don't know where this episode will go. Maybe it'll be totally PG.
My God, this guy says the N-word more than me. Yes, Martin does.
Oh my gosh. But this is the Christmas episode, so I thought I'd bring on two people that, well, I mean, I feel like end of the year is always like, I'm always trying to wrap things up into a nice bow of like bringing on my favorite people. And you guys are some of my favorite people. And you've both been so helpful
for me. He was accusing me of saying the N-word a lot, and you just rolled right in with like your own thing. He just wrapped up a little bow of accusing Martin of saying the N-word. Come on.
I was going to say, I'm like, Intoxicated has been generally not a problematic podcast.
No such things.
All the nudes I send are solicited. It's a Sick Boy reference. Take that out, Sarah, maybe.
No, leave it in.
Woof. Hot takes. But you guys helped me a bunch in starting comedy, so
you're welcome.
I'm glad to have you both on. How are you guys doing? So we're currently no comedy.
No.
Everything's canceled again.
For the second.
Boy, is it. After filling up I think you listened to the last podcast. I'm like, I got everything filled up. Everything's going good again.
Yep. Yeah, and then it came to a crashing halt. Me and Martin were talking about this briefly before, and just like those couple days of that week where things shut down, and how it was this very awkward. I don't know if you guys felt this, but like I felt this awkward, like I want to pump out shows because I always want to pump out shows, but I shared some show posters and then I got shit for it.
Yeah,
because like it was like you're promoting people going out. And like you're going out, you shouldn't be, and it was like all this grief, and I was like a new comic who was like, but I want to suck up the last juices of this thing before it goes away.
Yeah,
you wish that like it was happening in the '90s, so there would be no social media, so there would be no one, just like the only people who are at the show are the only people who knew that it happened, and they can't even take any pictures unless they have a fucking camera.
Yeah, that's true.
No, it's like when we were doing shows again, everything was COVID. Like, serious. Safe. Everyone was like, hey, wear masks, do this, you stay in this area, but then people jump. Like, there are some people that are literally like, don't even stick your head out. of your window.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
It's like, shut the fuck up.
I know.
When it first started, I did see people like, like posting on Twitter and Facebook, how hard is it to just stay home? And then Instagram stories, they're at the fucking beach. Like, just like, wow, so many people just don't even give a fuck. They're just like, I'll just say what people want to hear for likes, and then I'll just do what people want to see for the Instagram story. Like, I just don't give a fuck. I'll be completely two-faced on social media.
Mm-hmm. And that show that we did the Sunday before things shut down, it was like 5 people. Yeah. But they were all spaced out. They all laughed. Like, it was a small little show, but like it was a good show.
All the comics are spaced out. The mics are being wiped down. It's like, goddamn, I'm working too, Like, I'm trying to work.
Yeah, that's right. And
it's not like I'm just going out for fun. Like, this is...
Right.
These shows are my job.
That's right.
That's
right. Yep.
Yeah, it's not like we're slamming beers on a Tuesday and being hugs all around.
Yeah, like, I wasn't skipping out the door. I was going, oh, fuck my life. What am I going to talk? Like, I treat it like I'm going to work. I wasn't happy.
That's right. At what point? That's actually a good question for, I guess, the both of you. At what point does comedy become... At what point did you guys start taking it more seriously? Like it is work. Like it is, like you said, like, I just got to, like, put on my boots and, like... Go.
I mean, I took it seriously from the jump because this is what I want to do, and I know it's a hard thing to convince people to let you try and do for a career. But when I don't know, it just started. It started feeling like work when you realize there are things about it that you don't necessarily
like.
Yeah, like you. Yeah, and then at that point, it becomes I love being on stage. I like that no matter what. But like it was kind of like it became kind of like going to the gym, at least the feeling of like going to the gym where it's like I don't want to go, but once I'm there, I'm happy to be there. It's just literally pulling myself up to go. So okay, I gotta go and say hi and find out when I'm on, and then
it pulls you out of it eventually. And
then I'm happy to be there. And once you do the show, and I'm happy to talk with people, it's literally like just to leave the house.
That's right.
It's just that distance between the house and there to like
You're 12 years in.
Yeah, 12 in January.
Nice. I'm like a little over 6 years in. So the only time it feels like work for me is hosting feels like work for me.
Yeah.
Like, especially hosting Gus's on a Monday feels like work for me. Like no other sets, I'm just like, I'm just, trying to have as much fun as I can. But I don't ever think about like a regular set as work, but hosting. If I get, like a sweet, like weekend at, Yuck Yucks or something. I always want like the sweet middle spot. I'm just like, if I have to MC, then like, I don't even want to have like, drinks when the headliner's going on. Because if you have to like, at the end of the show and support this and thank, and don't forget to thank these people.
Right.
I'm just like, if I have a couple beers, I'll forget those stupid details. And Daniel will be like, man, that's
happened before. That's such a good micro impression.
Daniel, I miss Daniel. I haven't seen him much since everything has gone
I never
down.
made Daniel like do that, but I never wanted to be like,
there's nothing worse than disappointing Daniel.
That would be. Oh my gosh, I remember when he came to a show that I was on you were there, the Daily Grind, and I was like, I gotta do good for Daniel. Like there's certain people
so
that
he can give you a non-existent guest spot.
There's certain that's right. There's certain people that like when they're there, I'm like, oh god, I'm nervous now to do stand up in front of them.
Yeah, he's such a crafter with words. Like I think I like just all of Daniel's jokes.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's great. Shout out Daniel if you're listening. We miss you, buddy. But that's one thing actually. Yeah, I never got to experience like an amateur night at Yuck Yucks. Like. No idea what that's like. I hear it's fun.
Yeah, they're fun. They're fun. I mean, they're no different than a Daily Grind or whatever.
True.
It's just.
Yeah. I think it just feels more.
Well, it's because you're in a club. You're literally in a place called Yuck Yucks Club. You're not at the Daily Grind coffee shop. You're not at the Economy Shoe Shop bar. You're in a comedy club. So that feels a little more, like, oh boy, here we go.
Yeah, we're in the big leagues now.
Yeah.
If I'm hosting Gus, I'm like, this is, fucking work. If I'm hosting like Yuck Yucks, I'm just like, this is my job.
Yeah, that's right. Put the big boy boots on.
But do this more on stage.
Hoity-toity. But you had to cancel a show because of everything.
Yeah, it was also a stormy night for that last possible night for a show. And I'm just like, yeah, stormy night, fucking wind, rain. If I'm like on Facebook going, come to Gus's, everybody, it just looks fucking, retangled? Can I say that instead of the R word? It's fucking retangled.
Retangled.
I like retangled.
Retangled sounds like the sequel to Tangled.
You know what it sounds like, though?
Retangle
It sounds like someone was cured of like any kind of like mental discrepancies, and then they got fucked up again, and then they got retangled.
There was a cure for a blank, and they got hit by a bus, and then they got this.
They got retangled.
Yeah. Retangled. Did you feel like a weird grief from people about still doing shows?
Oh, nobody gives me shit.
Was this just me who felt this weird guilt?
Yeah, probably.
I was like, like right at the tip of my tongue until at work, to say like, hey, so I was at a bar having a good time like last night, everybody. I'm just like, I'm not going to really say that. Like, I'm just gonna because everyone will think, if they weren't there, they're gonna think that I was, like having 9 drinks, going shaking hands and hugging people. And, not giving a fuck and go to another bar after the show and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
Well, that one...
Like, if I don't want anyone to exaggerate or put anything on me, I just like, just won't say anything.
That one comic just got fucking COVID out west.
The
guy
Stu Hughes.
who was all anti-mask and anti-vaccine.
Yeah.
And now he has COVID, and he has it so bad that he's actually in the hospital for it.
Wait, who's Stu?
Yeah, what's the new...
He's Stu Hughes.
Fuck, I don't know the name.
I was gonna say because
he's a guy that violently assaulted Shane Ogden.
Oh,
yeah, that's insane.
Shit, I think I heard about the story.
Shane's posted pictures of before. It's fucked with this. And I met him at Toothy one time before I knew what he had done. He was at. I feel like that sentence is said way too often in comedies these days. I was like, before I knew what he did.
Before, That's so funny.
He's really. I guess there's like 9 people that were at that show that got all COVID up. West is a shit show right now for that stuff.
Jesus
but I mean,
Christ.
You go on Facebook and you understand why.
Right.
God damn it, those fucking cow fuckers do not give a shit.
So he was anti-mask?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh well, you get what you ask for, buddy.
Get the mask is gonna get you.
Sounds like a Jim Carrey slogan.
I don't know whose fucking voice I was doing there. I went to my first political science class when I was like 18, and like I opened up with this quote like, "If you don't get politics, politics will get you." It was also my first political science class was September 2001. Guess which day it was?
Oh shit!
The 11th.
Oh shit!
I mean, what a way to start class, though.
Yeah. Your
Did they say
world is gonna
anything?
be a lot different than the world I grew up in. Yeah, Dan Middlemas. Yeah, he had like a kind of a radio voice. Dan Middlemas. Yeah.
Middlemas. Did your prof say anything about September 11th?
That day, like you walk in being like, "I'm sure we all saw what happened today."
Yeah, God, like. Because it was just like, a few hours before. Mm-hmm. And yeah, if you don't get politics, it's going to get you. And, your world's going to be a lot different than our world. Like 5 minutes later, did he go, anyway, so let's start with the textbook and political science.
Oh, man. I
wasn't really aware of the transitions back then. God damn.
Grade was I in? Grade 9? Grade 9. Yeah.
I was in grade 4.
Oh, my God.
That's in elementary school.
Youngin'. Do you remember what happened?
Oh yeah, I remember what happened. I remember coming home from school and it was on TV. And usually when I got home from school, I'd watch Kids WB. They'd have like this Power Hour cartoons, and I turned it on, and it was just 9/11 coverage. And I'm like,
Jesus,
this is bullshit. What is this garbage? Stupid. We don't need it on all these channels.
I remember going to my friend
Where are my
Brad.
tunes?
Yeah.
My friend Brad had a punk band T-shirt. It was Propaganda. And it was today's empires, tomorrow's ashes.
Whoa!
And I told him what just happened. He just went crazy and then smoked a joint.
Oh my God, that's wild. I remember just like not really understanding it until like days later. Like I didn't quite understand. Like I don't know. I just didn't understand what happened. Like the idea that it was like terrorism.
Yeah. Some people still don't.
That's true. I was like, oh, these planes just rammed into. What happened? What's this pilot thinking? Yeah. Like it was a bad time.
Merry Christmas, guys.
Merry Christmas, everyone. We're talking about 9/11. But speaking of Christmas, what are your you guys both love Christmas, right?
I do, yeah. I certainly love Christmas.
I love Christmas.
I am all about Christmas.
I mean, Travis showed up in
I got
a Christmas sweater, Christmas hat.
I stopped off at Walmart to get a Christmas hat that I have to wear backwards because I didn't notice it had stupid words on it.
What does it say?
It's got a bunch of wine mom jokes, you know.
It's even better.
And then, I got Christmas vacation socks, and you can't see, but I'm wearing a Donald Duck Christmas underwear. I'm all in.
And you got a Christmassy drink.
And I got eggnog.
And
I'm just getting really red in the face.
We are all drinking different things. So you got rum and eggnog. You got that.
Brandy. Yes. Thank you very much. Brandy and eggnog.
Oh, brandy.
Yes.
Oh, that's right.
Brandy.
Oh, yes.
It's even fancier. And I'm just doing vodka soda like a basic white bitch that I am. Things haven't changed.
I
but
should be really pouring this like a Guinness should be poured. I'm just drinking it from the can like a scumbag.
Do you want a glass?
I should crush that water before I crush 3 more of these fucking Guinness.
Okay. I can get you a glass for your Guinness if you want it.
Oh, that's quite all right.
But yeah, Christmas. So you guys all both love it.
Yeah.
I find most people's like complaints about Christmas is like, I don't want to see my family. I don't want to talk to my family. It's like, not Christmas's fault that your family stinks.
Yeah.
And it's not Christmas's fault that you're too fucking stupid to think of like Monopoly or Scrabble or any activity to do with your family. You probably sit there on the couch and watch mundane TV. Like, you're just as shitty as the family you're complaining about. Just like, have fun for fucking 48 hours. You cunt. You know what I mean?
Don't go.
Yeah.
Say no. I don't need. I'm not going. I don't want to go to my family thing. Make Christmas your day. Find something you like to do and do it on Christmas.
Yeah, ain't Santa's fault.
It's not that hard. Yeah.
That's a good tip, actually. Yeah, just don't go. But I think people feel like they have to go. And I feel like that's part of why people don't like Christmas, because there's all this obligation.
There's not, though. There's not. Make Christmas what you want it to be. Treat yourself. Give yourself a gift.
Oh, well, that I agree with.
People that do this and go, well, I don't want to go. I don't want to see my family. Here's their problem, because then they go, well, if I don't see my family, I don't get presents. Well, that's your own fault, you greedy little shit.
Yeah.
That was my main thing when I found out that there was no Santa Claus. I was such a selfish little brat that I just bawled and bawled and bawled. And you want to know why? Because I just thought I wasn't getting gifts anymore. Literally, like, I think I remember, like, bawling and being in the throes of bawling. And me going, will I still get gifts? And like...
Yeah, it's weird that like gradually over time people were just like, hey, why don't we like, buy a bunch of presents but tell all our kids that somebody else did it and not get any credit for it. And just thousands of families all over the world just went, yeah, sure.
Yeah. Oh my God. Well, I was the last one because I was the youngest. So I think like they were just doing it like until it was time for me to know and then they'd be done with it. But like literally like, yeah, I thought I was
That's...
I was older too. I was 12.
It's such a more serious thing. I was like 11.
Yeah.
I was 11 when I had confirmation because I had found gifts.
That's
and then,
right.
And then I got them all. And I was like, wait a minute. Okay. I have figured out. Because I almost found out way earlier. I almost found out around like 8 or 9. Because I woke up in the middle of the night and they were wrapping my presents still, my mom and my grandmother. And like, my grandmother had one of my gifts in my hand. She's like, go back inside. And then like, I had seen that gift and I had opened it up. And then my explanation was like, Santa's really busy. He doesn't always have time to wrap presents. So we chip in and we help. I was like, shit, sounds right to me. I get that.
God, I barely believe in Santa. I'm pretty sure just like, primary, there was just like grade 6 bullies going over to the primaries around Christmas time going like, you don't believe in Santa, do you, pussy? And like, no.
It's because you live in Sydney Mines.
Jesus.
Oh, wow, thank you. A coal miner's hat again. Thanks.
Well, like I
couldn't like enjoy the belief in Santa, but like growing up in City Mines, like I just like left me with like a Yuletide to my vibe all the time. I like to think that's what PD Boy's all about.
Oh my gosh, you're a parent though. Do you like doing the whole Santa?
Oh, I love doing the Santa thing, but the parenting thing, no. Yeah, I think just like this year was the first year, just a few months ago, he just went, we're not writing Santa on gifts anymore, are we? I'm just like, oh, okay. I think he's always like kind of known.
Oh,
but,
really?
Just kind of like, went along with it. Like, I I don't think by the time he was about 6 or 7, he really thought that, like a man was flying all over the world. And especially when you see so many movies where it's basically kind of, given away. Like, I know all the adults don't believe, but the kids believe. Yeah. Like, you kind of get the idea.
Right. Okay. So I was just an oblivious idiot when I was a kid.
Damn, yeah.
I wanted to hang on to the belief.
I just needed Santa in my life. I had a fucking shit household at times. I needed something to look forward to.
That's fair.
So yeah, I was like, yeah, Santa.
Did you guys
to block out those bullies? And block out the bullies stealing my fucking like Jazzy Jeff and
Code Red.
Code Red tape.
God
Fuckers,
damn it.
bullies came right to the door.
That's hilarious to me.
Did you when you guys got gifts from Santa? Were they wrapped?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the only gifts that weren't wrapped were them socks, like fucking like a white sweater or some shit like that.
Yeah.
So I have yet to encounter a family that did this the same way as my family did. We had like a fireplace mantle thing.
Yeah.
And so when we would come down for Christmas morning, there would just be like sections. So like my sister would be here, my other sister would be here, and our gifts, they weren't wrapped, they were just there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like unwrapped items.
Yeah. So certain things like would not be wrapped or whatever.
Oh, okay.
But like, other things would be wrapped, and like, me and my brother would have our own different types of wrapping paper. So, mine would usually be some kind of Disney based thing, and his would be some kind of like Nintendo thing, and it still is. I get some sort of Disney wrapping, and my brother gets his thing, and it's separated and spread out throughout, and it's all mixed and matched, and then like ones from my grandmother, from my mom or whatever would be in their own different wrapping, separate from that shit, and it still kind of is like that. But that's only because I put my foot down. I was like, we're still going to do Christmas like it's Christmas. I'm not going to have all this stuff, I'll thank you for it all. But I do like to have, just like a little Santa setup.
This is the first time I've heard of just personalized wrapping paper. Your brother got the Nintendo stuff and you got the Disney stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, either that, like a wrapping paper goes, or I do.
Yeah. So, like, it's either my, it'd be Disney or something. It'd be like Ninja Turtles. It'd always be something
I will say that hanging on to tradition does make Christmas more fun.
Yeah.
Because when we stopped doing gifts, Christmas became, on the pro side, way less stressful because you didn't have to financially worry about getting anyone anything, but also less fun because really it's just like, oh, okay, now we're just getting together for dinner.
Yeah.
That's what Christmas is.
Wait a minute, it's just dinner? It's not dinner and drinking? Like,
we're not that much of a drinking family.
There's no presents, but there's still drinking. I can still.
There's some drinking. There's some drinking and card games that happens like in the nighttime, but like now that we're not doing the Christmas morning opening gifts for a couple hours, we used to do open gifts, have a big breakfast, and then we would do like a dinner later in the day.
Eggnog and a punch bowl.
We're not an eggnog family. And that's maybe why I don't like it now. We never really had it much growing up. Eggnog.
So good.
I'm not a huge fan. But I think it's just because it's milky. Again, and we've been over this, the IBS.
Oh, well, fair enough.
Yeah.
But it also depends on the brands. There are certain brands I don't like of eggnog.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm a big Farmer's guy.
Ooh. The Farmer's Nog. But yeah, no, now Christmas is just dinner. It's literally just dinner.
Now I feel like I have to confess that I don't buy Baxter's because I just think Baxter's is a stupid name. I have no reason for thinking Baxter's is a stupid name. Just, nope, not buying that. Farmers, that sounds folksy, like Scottsburn. That still sounds kind of folksy. Baxter's, I don't know. I just fuck them. Fuck their holidays too.
Scottsburn, I have a special connection with because there's a Scottsburn dairy just down the street from me in Antigonish. And there used to be a milkman that would literally come with a truck.
Oh, yeah.
And stop. And I would always run out and get chocolate milk.
Oh, pump for that chocolate milk, yeah. Yeah, the milkman was the thing like when I was a kid, like until about grade 6 or 7. Like, yeah, no more milkman. Like, juice bags, fuck yeah.
the little sips. Sips.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we were way too tough to call them like mini sips. I remember I got to Halifax and we were like, oh, mini sips. I'm just like, say juice bag? Pussy, like I'm the tough guy now. Fuck, like
mini sips.
I used to be known in elementary school as a sipaholic.
So you drank a lot of them?
I fucking love them.
Your sippery.
Yeah, I would literally Halloween when I'd like bring them all in on one day and just
separate bags.
those.
Like juice bags in a separate little bag so they don't bust in the pillowcase.
Yeah, you know, nice. You gotta.
I mean, I remember like I would like rip the little corner of one.
Yeah.
And just like have it go down my throat.
Yeah, I would never do a fucking straw.
just like a freaking water hose. Just drink it.
You'd have to bring a couple because you'd always want to do the bit where you go, "Hey boys."
Oh, that
pretend you're taking a piss.
Thing.
Also, poke your finger in. Look, it's a boob.
Oh my god, Jesus Christ! What about like family traditions? You guys have any like specific family traditions that are like maybe different or like not the standard?
I don't know. Just awesome dinner.
Yeah.
Like,
what do you have though? Turkey or ham?
We always had turkey. There was one year we made lasagna. My mom was just like, I'm just so busy this year. You guys want to rock a lasagna? I'm like, yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm so busy. Do you want me to make a layered pasta cake?
Instead of 5 hours in the oven, it only takes 3.5 to give me a break.
Was it turkey themed though? Like, was there turkey in it? Was it like a Christmas lasagna or was it just your standard?
Cape Brent lasagna with that cottage cheese in it?
Ooh.
Yeah, ain't no ricotta down there. And that's the way I like it, goddammit.
Oh, I don't think I've ever had lasagna with cottage cheese.
No, right, folksy, it is.
That's so funny that you were like, yes, like that's one thing that I'm like, we need turkey on Christmas.
I think one time we did shish kebabs on Thanksgiving too. It was fucking pumped for that.
Shish kebabs.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, tradition's just awesome dinner. I always love like my dad going out to shovel the driveway when there's like an inch of snow.
Yeah,
so gotta get rid of that fucking snow, buddy. Well, no, he wouldn't curse, but just like any snow on the ground, just like any excuse to shovel, just like I'm a Cape Breton man. This is what I fucking do all the time.
I feel like men love shoveling and fixing things. That's something I realized today because I put something on Instagram being like, I need help with this backdrop because it's like destroying my ceiling. And like I literally posted it, and within a minute, I had like 5 guys message me and go, "Oh, this is what you gotta do," and I go, "You can tell me what I gotta do, but like I'm not gonna do it. Can you do it for me?"
Well, they're looking for an OnlyFans discount. That's why.
I was just like, you're talking a lot, but like I still don't know how to do that, and I don't own a drill. So, but like, yeah, so many guys were like, I can fix that for you. I can fix that for you. I can fix that for you. I was just like, God damn.
I hate shoveling, but I got a bad back, so like it. By the time I'm done, I'm miserable.
What gave you a bad back? Carrie in the boys club?
Oh. I love that you planned that perfectly.
That was perfect.
Yeah, Travis is just exhausted now. Now he's doing it all himself.
Thank God, he's gone and Dan's in PEI.
Yes, he is. Dan's in PEI.
Yeah.
Old Dano. Is he ever going to come back to visit?
I don't know. He was supposed to before all this shit happened again, but we're supposed to do New Year's together.
Oh, that's right. New Year's.
I have a New Year's gig dangling over my head.
Oh, yeah.
If like a bubble opens, somebody else is coming to do a show, and I will not get like the most money I've ever gotten from comedy. I'm just like, fuck, why did you have to dangle this over my head? So I'm just like, can we just get like a whole bunch of like asymptomatic cases?
It's Truro.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. I had to say no because my other gig got canceled.
Oh, fuck.
And then that popped in front of me. But
New Year's is normally like a big comedy night for you guys.
Yeah, it is. And honestly, the pay for the one I was going to do was not great at all. It was like pretty much a regular show because there was a screw up with the venue and that. So we have to suffer.
Right.
But, I was looking forward to just doing, having work.
Well, yeah, because this time of year, Christmas parties, New Year's.
This is this is the busy season. And
I've actually never done a New Year's show, and I would have to do 30 minutes to open up. So I'm just like, nice. Like, I've done like, 20, 25 a lot. A reason to do, been asked like, to do 30 like, very often at all. So like, just like, not doing it for, 5 weeks and then go do 30. Just like, yeah, I'm going to be like, hamming it up and fucking dancing and smiling. Like,
That's brutal. I hope things fucking change soon.
Me too.
I heard that like it has to be single digits for like weeks for them to like consider lifting restrictions.
Brutal.
Like if it stays in the single digits, we might be okay. But they're still gonna need weeks of it.
Stupid people, man.
I know, right?
Stupid people. Not taking this seriously.
I wish that there was more information out about the cases.
Yeah, like addresses.
I just wish I could
So
see
you can go
the, like,
egg their houses.
I wish I could see
On
the
Christmas.
embarrassment, like a look on the people's faces, like, you know, when they get a knock on the door and they're just like, oh, like, you know, is Jesse at the party now? And they open up the doors and it's the fucking cops, and you're like, there's a bunch of people behind you and none of you have masks on, and it's fucking 2020, the year of defund the police, and they're at your fucking door and they're 100% in the right, you fucking moron.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
I wish I could have seen that people that got busted in the South End, the people that were hanging out on a dock or something.
Oh shit!
Like, it seems like a
I
teen
actually
movie.
thought that was kind of ridiculous. I was just like, well, they're outside, like, and I'm like, is it like I was like that fine seems like a little heavy for, you know? Well, yeah, was it like about like 15 people outside by a deck? I'm like, that doesn't seem that irresponsible. It's not like they were in a sweaty basement or something. Like, what's the fucking?
That is true.
What the?
Look at
come on.
be touching and passing joints and shit, and I can.
Yeah,
It's like an outdoor sex dock party.
Yeah, exactly.
Could be one of those.
Yeah, one of those things happens around this time of year.
I've never been invited.
That's funny. 1 year ago.
Not even when it wasn't quarantine. I never got invited to outdoor dock sex parties.
You gotta be vetted.
Making me feel like shit here, guys.
You gotta know people to get into those parties.
Oh God.
Yeah, you gotta be vetted. Because they gotta make sure that you're not gonna be a creep.
Oh, you have to be a douche to know other douches?
Yes. I'm clapping because I know which comic frequents sex parties.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
Now I just need the podcast to end in 2 hours so I can be like, so who the fuck is this?
2 hours.
What's going on? Like, oh, we're kicking you out in 30 minutes, man. Don't worry about it.
Any other weird traditions? Or anything like...
Smoke a joint walking down Brooklyn Avenue. Like, that's
What about
pretty much
Boxing
thing.
Day? What about the day after Christmas?
We used to meet. My grandfather used to come pick up me and my brother. We go and visit other family. That was usually what we do on Boxing Day. We haven't done that in a couple of years though. My main thing is now Christmas Eve night. Me and my brother will have a Mario Kart tournament, and
That's fun.
yeah, that always almost ends in fist fighting.
Even though this day?
Mario Kart comes to blows. I was just like, man, Mario Kart competition, that sounds even better than Christmas. And then you went, and I fight my brother. What the fuck is going on?
Put a little Cape Breton in there. Yeah, we do that, and we'll watch we watch a couple different movies, specific movies we'll watch every year.
Ooh, what are your guys' go-to Christmas movies?
You know, Christmas Vacation is the obvious one that me and my family will do. And then me and my brother will watch one called Trapped in Paradise. It's a deep cut kind of.
Trapped in Paradise.
Yeah, it's Nicolas Cage, John Lovitz, and Dana Carvey. And Dana Carvey and John Lovitz play Nicolas Cage's brother, and they just get out of prison. And when they're in prison, they found about this bank.
Get out of prison or prison break?
They get out of prison. They get out of prison because prison's too full. They're like two little shitheads.
Nice.
And they get out of prison. And
It's Christmas.
They trick Nicolas Cage into taking them to this place called Paradise Falls, which has like the renowned easiest bank in the world to rob. And then, of course, you know, the guys that Newt told them about this bank find out and, you know, lose their mind and they go after him. Like it's really funny. It's about 26 years. It's quite an old movie.
I get the holidays like movies started real early. I watch for American Thanksgiving. I always make sure I watch Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. With my little guy.
Yeah.
Because we just found that like movie together like when he was about like 4 or 5. It was just on TV.
Yeah.
And just like the car John Candy trying to get out of the jacket and doing the mess around.
Oh, that's
like he just died laughing at that. So
scene.
every year we're watching that movie. It's fucking awesome.
That's a great thing.
That's cute.
Trading Places.
Trading Places is also a great one.
Yes.
That's
I don't think I've seen any of these.
That's insane.
You want to see Dan
haven't
Aykroyd
seen- I
blackface?
haven't-
Trading Places.
Yeah.
What about like the Home Alones?
I'll watch
love
the first two every now and then.
I've never hate watched Home Alone 3. I just always I remember that like it being in VHS. I mean, who the fuck would watch that? I'm just like, funny people, of course.
Yeah. No, Home Alone 3, and then there's 4 and 5.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
I didn't know what was in store for
The
me.
fifth one's the
Merry
worst.
Christmas to
The
Beaver
fifth
Boy.
one's the worst because the kid is playing Kevin still somehow. Like he's a younger kid. He's got different hair. Catherine O'Hara and the dad have been divorced, even though they're played with different people.
Tilda Swinton like doing like a very like convincing divorcee.
And
they're divorced, bro. I love that. It's not like the big family vacation.
Yeah, they're divorced. And French Stewart, I can't remember who he plays. He plays Pesci's character, or he plays
he should just
Harry.
be left alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Did you guys see this movie coming out with Mel Gibson?
Oh, Fat Man, the Santa one?
That looks insane.
Yeah, it's out now.
I think I'm realizing, do I look like French Stewart if he just opened his eyes?
I wasn't going to say anything, but...
No, I always say it.
Yeah.
Who is this person? I don't know. Should we look them up?
Yeah, you can look at French Stewart. He had work in the 90s a lot.
Oh my gosh, my keyboard is so
He was in
far.
Third Rock from the Sun.
French.
Jimmy Fallon did him on Celebrity Jeopardy.
Yes, that's true.
You do kind of look like him.
He's even got my pale, ponderous eyes.
Look at this. Jolly. Pale, ponderous eyes.
He looks like a combination of me and the Jack character from fucking...
Oh, well, yeah.
I could totally see that.
Jack would have a one-man show.
Yeah, Sean Hayes, yeah.
I gotta watch some Christmas movies. I gotta get into the spirit somehow.
Yeah.
I need it to be injected into my veins.
Don't force it. Just sit back and enjoy. It's
I
just
like Christmas lights.
Well, they do that.
Did you? I saw that you guys went to the
the
light
Christmas
display
light. Yeah,
downtown. Have you seen this yet? The fucking light show
Down
at City Hall.
Down at Parade Square. Yeah.
It's like God, I don't know how the details on this is like. Is there a thing that, was it like one event where it was like a special thing? Or was it every night?
It's every night. It's every night, except apparently on December 6th when there was the Halifax Explosion Memorial. That's what you want next to a nice bright Christmas tree. Is we remember the 103rd anniversary. Okay, we can move on now. 103rd. 100th anniversary, that's the big finale.
And then we just nod and
acknowledge.
Once we're back at 110.
Then after that, it is every day. Yeah.
Come on, like.
Did they project something on City Hall for the fucking
clock of like when the explosion was, I think, and then it just said we remember the 103rd Halifax explosion, and it was just families standing around for 20 fucking minutes going, "Oh, when's the show going to start?"
Oh no!
And then I finally went, I don't think it's happening today.
I would have loved if they played Boom Boom Shake the Room by DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. Boom Boom Shake
Mr.
the City.
Boombastic. Yeah, it's pretty impressive though. Because Travis, you were talking about Carol the Bells on your podcast.
Yeah.
About how you don't
It's a
like
creepy
Just said
Christmas
Halloweeny.
song. It is too Halloween.
I love how you said speed it up or slow it down. It sounds scary.
You know, TikTok probably has slowed it down. TikTok slows down songs all the time.
Yeah.
And then kids repost it and they're like, it's a wild world, TikTok.
Yeah, it's something.
Yeah, I convinced you to get on it.
Yeah, I dabble in it. It's I still don't.
Oh, don't be embarrassed of TikTok. I don't have TikTok. I want to get TikTok because I just thought about it the other day. I was just like, wait a minute, like, is Snapchat still a thing? Is it still a thing? Is it gone?
I mean, it's there, but I don't
think
use
TikTok is replacing Snapchat, isn't it?
Snapchat?
People
Okay,
use it to
the
talk.
filters are really fucking annoying. I know it's really easy for like dude in his late 30s to go Snapchat is so fucking annoying, but like it totally fucking is. And people are like, oh, it's like TikTok, people doing their dances or whatever. I'm just like, that's totally cool. Like the filters were so fucking annoying. When I would see like comics my age posting a selfie that's a fucking Snapchat filter, I'm just like, what the fuck are you doing? Don't you know that me and Vaughn hate you now? What, are you crazy?
For help.
I mean, Vaughn did enjoy the one that made him a woman that time that I put it on him. Mm-hmm. It made him look like Rosie O'Donnell.
That's sweet.
No, I don't think it's. I mean, the only people I have on Snapchat are like.
I wish you said
dudes.
Rosie O'Donnell in prison.
And I have one other friend on there who will send me stuff every now and then, but really, I don't use that app a lot. And like, there's filters on Instagram too. Like, Instagram is just as dumb as Snapchat.
But I don't see like an Instagram like referenced in that. But also like if it was my kid like getting it was not on any social media. But he was like, hey, I'm on Snapchat. I'd be like, fuck. TikTok. I'd be like, yeah, he's 11. That's what everyone. That's what he's gonna do.
Yes,
I'd be like, I
kids
wouldn't
are
care
like
about that at all.
Kids are definitely the base of TikTok. I figured that out really quick.
You found that out the hard way.
I found that out the hard way. Like, posted one TikTok that was like mildly sexy, and it was like, and this was right after my viral one, so it was like, oh yeah. And then it was just like, do you know that there's kids on here?
But it was like a swerve. It was like a swerve. Like it was like supposed, like it's like, oh, this is risque. Oh no, it's not.
And then I go to sleep. Yeah.
You're making an old joke. Like it's not.
And then I like realized that I could have kept it up, but like the comments are really getting to me.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'll just make it friends only so that I don't get these comments. Yeah. Like, cause it's just so weird. Like the TikTok with me and Kirsten, like she literally calls me a whore in it.
Yeah.
And it's like almost 3 million views right now. And then I did that one and it was just like
yeah, well, I mean, clearly those are.
Melissa loved that, but it's like really gonna be like, is Melissa loved that like as good as like million views? Just like, oh, and Melissa.
But yeah, no, fuck.
Yeah, it's just a strange app to navigate.
Yeah, I'm not.
I'm just wondering for my age range, is there like like an extra grace period that I have to take to go on TikTok because it's like so for teenagers. I feel like I'm gonna go on TikTok and like accidentally like like a dancing video from a 17-year-old girl and then just blow my fucking.
That's like there's certain men that are like, I can't go on there. It's gonna look bad if I go on there. I think if you're like doing comedy stuff, like if you post comedy stuff.
Well, here's the thing: in 6 months they'll crack down on that because that's what YouTube used to be. YouTube used to be the Wild West of 15-year-old ass shaking.
Yeah.
Like literally, me and my buddies, like in the
motion.
Like when
I got the motion.
We would like me and my buddies, like in junior high, would like watch girls our age doing that like morning before school start. We would literally sit down on the school computers.
Oh man!
Type in YouTube.
Grade 10 and
it'd be like
girls like that I knew doing that, like shaking the shit. I'd be like, oh yeah, Natasha. Fuck yeah.
Literally 8:15 before 8:30 school time, we'd sit down on YouTube and be like, okay, what's it going to be today? Chappelle Show clips or ass shaking videos?
Yeah.
And sometimes you had time for both. Which is
I love that you said like a Chappelle Show because after he was like, oh, like don't watch that. I don't get paid for that. Like maybe about like 4 months ago, I got like a crave. I just did the 60-day for free and then canceled the fucking thing. Yeah. So I rewatched all the Chappelle Show, fucking loving it, laughing my ass off, and then like 4 months later, don't watch that. And I'm just like, oh, I got it like the glory days. Sweet. Like I'm like, if that was. If I got that like trial period, like like when he said that, I'd be like, oh, now I have to watch this in guilt. And, I don't want Dave to be mad at me. Like,
isn't that show taken down from Netflix or something?
Yeah, Netflix took it down for him.
Did you hear about why? Like, because I heard on. Okay, I listened to the Perez Hilton podcast.
That man's the worst.
I still listen to it for my pop culture news.
No, he's not considered pop culture anymore. Like, what?
Is like the counterpart of him.
Yeah.
So his co-host will call him out on shit all the time.
Oh, whoa.
Did you? Did you ever see the video? This happens a lot.
It's like a kid.
Are you shaking them before you pick? This might be a sign of Parkinson's, Martin.
This is like a kid's birthday party. Yeah, speaking of Perez, what were you going to say?
You ever see the video he posted? This is like, I don't know, maybe 2007, 2008.
Oh, God.
He was in Toronto for the VMAs, and one of like Will.i.am's guys punched him in the face.
Oh, I remember that.
He posted this video like crying and being like,
yes, I remember that. He is like, quite a cunt.
He totally deserved this fucking shot to the face. Because then, like, he's, ranting about how he's the victim, He's like, and Fergie, you're fugly, bitch. And then it's like, yeah, well, that's why you got hit, you dummy. You're talking all this horrible shit about people.
Apparently with the Dave Chappelle thing, this is what he said. I guess Dave didn't like the deal that he was getting with Netflix, and he literally just asked Netflix.
No, that's not it. He didn't like
it. That's what I heard, but I don't know.
He felt like he was pressured into like a shitty contract years ago.
Yeah,
it had to do with Comedy Central, not Netflix. It had nothing to do with Netflix. It was Comedy Central owns everything.
Okay.
So he doesn't get a piece of any whatever. And it was like, he's just like, that kind of, feels weird. And Netflix is like, we'll take it down for you. That is fucked up.
Which is good.
Right. Yeah. And so it's like, we rather keep him down.
When your show gets huge, then like you renegotiate the contract, and then the network goes, of course, like, you know what I mean? You're fucking like, saving our network right now.
That's right.
We're going to renegotiate this, and the artists will get like a little bit, more leeway. And like if it's like, I don't know, like, if it's like, the Jeselnik offensive, you know what I mean? It didn't really take off the same way. I don't think he's like, where the fuck's my money from that? It's just like, you got enough what you deserve from that.
And it's also like, one of the things people are like, oh, poor Dave and his millions and millions of dollars. And it's like, it has nothing to do with him making more money now. It's so people like us and other people in this business aren't getting shitty raw deals off the bat. He's literally being like, this is wrong from the get-go.
Yeah.
Either you can fix this right and we can kind of change the way the industry treats the artist and shit.
Yes.
So we get paid fairly and not have a carrot dangled in front of us being like, listen, we'll feed, we'll give you this little piece of the pie, but then we own it forever. And then, so you're almost indebted. They never want you to be Chappelle famous where you can walk away.
Right.
And then boom, boom, come back. They want you to like literally have to live off of them forever.
Yeah, that's true.
And they don't give you an opportunity.
Chappelle and his millions. It's like you doing with the with the local business shout outs.
Yeah.
And everyone's going like, oh, don't have like a Jeff Bezos Christmas, like don't order from Amazon, shop locally. You know what I mean? You can easily go like, oh, like Jeff Bezos shouldn't complain with his fucking millions. Like, don't put Dave Chappelle in the same category as that, where you can go
with like a billionaire.
Dave Chappelle and his fucking billions. That that he worked really fucking hard for. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Doing the hardest thing he can possibly do.
Fucking Amazon money.
You know who's not blowing out their brains during Christmas time? Dave Chappelle's roadie.
Yeah, that's right.
Jeff Bezos has a whole separate warehouse for corpses of former Amazon employees.
Jesus. I heard somewhere that like he makes so much money that like he can. Oh no, what was it? He can like Amazon workers make a shit ton of money apparently. That's what I heard.
I don't know. Probably not the right ones.
Right. I mean,
not the guys boxing your stuff.
Yeah, that's fair. I have been really trying not to buy stuff on there. It's just sometimes I literally can't find things that I need.
Yeah, there's certain things I will buy if I can't find elsewhere, and it's it's easier.
The point is that you try.
Yeah,
I need the perfect shade of like tinsel for Martin's microphone, and I just can't get that in Halifax. So what's a girl to do?
Period blood red. Where is it?
That's actually my facial tone right now. Period blood red by Martin Edwards.
So, okay, we're talking Christmas. Mm-hmm. We're talking kind of end of the year as well. I mentioned this in the chat. I don't know if you guys gave any thought to this, but like, do you guys have anyone or anything? It doesn't have to be a person. It could be a thing or an event or something like a naughty nice list. Like, who did good and who did bad this year? I mean, and we could probably go pretty deep with this, or we could be silly about it. We could do both.
But some like bits, little bits. I don't know.
I personally, we were talking about TikTok. I'm putting TikTok on my nice list because
it's crushing Snapchat.
I love it.
It's erasing Snapchat.
I love it.
Thank you, TikTok. See, TikTok is just like the snowflakes coming down on me right now. Like, I want TikTok to just come on everybody. Yeah.
Number one, it's wildly entertaining. They're fun to make when you're in the right mood to make them.
Why are Instagram videos clear and TikTok videos look all blurry and shit? Is that just the ones that I'm seeing?
It's just the weird filters, and then it's people reposting them on Instagram, so it's not...
Oh, it's almost like a dub tape back in the day. Like from the tape.
Yeah,
it's a little muddier.
Yeah.
Maybe Martin needs
from
glasses.
The dub tape. Maybe. We're talking about audio here. God.
Oh, audio, not the visual.
Yeah, I was comparing it to like a dub tape back in the day, like not like a videotape, like like a cassette tape, and then you get a dub from an original copy, but your
yes,
like Maxime or whatever the fuck they were called, like sounds a little muddy, and then so you dub someone like off a dub tape, and that sounds really fucking muddy and subdued,
Yes, yeah, no, I remember that.
Just making comparisons that only people my age will understand. So then Travis whips at the phone just to show me how fucking...
But honestly, like I find it, I don't know, Travis, are you getting addicted to TikTok? Do you find yourself scrolling a lot?
No.
You're not addicted yet?
I still get mad at people. I just don't have the patience for. I don't have the patience for look at me people.
What do you get mad at? Tell me what you get mad at.
I don't like look at me people. I don't like people making a face being like a silly guy here. Like I don't need that. I don't need that's so unnatural and unfunny to me. Just be funny.
Right.
Be entertaining. Don't need to show. Yeah, like don't and also do your own shit. Yeah. I don't want to see you lip syncing someone else's fucking joke. You're not funny that way. You're not. You're like, oh, this is funny. I'm going to take it now. No, you're not. You fucking cliche.
I want to see somebody lip sync Joe Biden just because Joe Biden will be way harder to lip sync because he's unpredictable because you never know when he's going to go, and the Trump and he's got to go away and the black lives that matter and the all lives that should and everybody come together.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. You're right. That type of content is annoying.
I hate that.
Sure.
I don't like people that make videos of lip syncing and they don't even have the words down.
Oh, I hate that.
Put in some effort. Learn the words of the shit that you're lip syncing. If it's a little out of tune because like whatever, because it's the way it recorded and played back doesn't work out the same. I get that sometimes, but like literally, if you're like midway through a sentence and all of a sudden like you're just like saying the words and then you just go. And you just move your mouth, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
You've put no effort into this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not that hard. Mm-hmm. And I just don't like that people give credit to people that are putting in lazy work.
And that's one of my main things about this whole fucking video going viral that is so funny to me, the amount of congratulations I get. And like, they're just like, it's just so nice to see hard work being paid off. And I just go, it took 10 minutes. I was here. Kirsten called me. I filmed it. I spent 5 minutes like subtitling it, and I put it up. It didn't take a lot of work.
Yeah, but it's your own idea,
right?
And it's your own. It's your own thing.
Yeah, like and that's the thing. There's so many people.
I get it if the comments are just like oh, 1 million likes. Girl, good for you. You deserve this. You work so hard. It's just like if you just put haha, I'd like that way more. If you put that was funny, I'd be like, oh, fuck yeah, I don't want you. Like, you deserve this. You're making the TikToks for the right reason.
I'm like,
shut the fuck up.
If you're talking about my podcast, yeah, absolutely. Congratulate me in that way. Because this takes way more work than what the
but that's
TikTok
probably what people are saying. Like when they do say congratulate, it's like, oh, here's something. You put in all this work, now finally something is getting, views and shit.
Picking off,
and that's fine. I don't. There's so much. I get so annoyed so quick, and I know it's a me thing.
People I was thinking about this the other day. Like comedians or musicians or any artists. It's always said deal with a lot of mental illness. I think comedians specifically deal with spending your whole life going, why does everything have to be so fucking lame? Like I feel like musicians and painters are not going that trend of clothes is fucking stupid, that new movie is overhyped, that fucking band is fucking dumb looking in their fucking band photo. You know what I mean? They're not looking at it. Just every comic just kind of go, that's annoying. I think it's like a Bill Burr thing. Everything irritates me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I think
I'm feeling that at 37 now. Even before as a comic, I spent my whole life going everything is fucking lame. That fucking hairdo is lame. Those shirts are lame. Fucking trucker hats. When is this gonna end?
It's not even things that I find lame. It's people.
People.
Like you can like what you like and whatever. I hate unnecessary. Like even what I do, I'm annoyed by myself and unnecessary bitching and moaning. But there's some just dumb things that really set me and stuff I know shouldn't bug me as much as it does.
Yeah, I get
even reading some of your comments. Some of them really got me going. Not even mad, annoyed. When people were like, "Oh my god, I was born in March too."
Oh my god!
And it's like
the amount of people who commented, "I have the same birthday. I have this." I literally want to get it on a T-shirt. I have the same birthday because that was the main thing on that video. Was
you have a 1 in 365 chance. It's not that fucking hard. It's harder to win fucking McDonald's Monopoly than it is to be born. Good for you. Your parents fucked around roughly the same time.
Literally, still to this day, I'm still getting comments.
It's like the stars were aligned for us and millions of other people.
You know what's so funny about that, though? I almost actually took that down because, someone alerted me to that, being like, your real birthday is in there and your whole full name is in there. That might not be great for, identity theft or whatever.
You have a pretty, I would say, common name, though. I don't think you have a second.
Yeah, that's true.
And even with births,
there's usually a third step you'd have to get through.
Yeah,
there's a lot of people I know their full names and their birth dates. And like, there's another step to identity theft.
This comment kind of bugged me.
Which one was it?
The one that got almost mad at you for recording the phone conversation with I almost got so mad you recorded the nurse's private conversation. No. It's not the nurse's private conversation. It would be your private conversation. It's my AIDS diagnosis. The fuck you talking about?
Yeah, it was. I wonder if it's still the one at the top.
Comments to me just like they just scream the personality trait, just like, I never chime in with anything funny ever.
Yeah, the fucking where is it? It's
I ruin brunch real quick.
You know how mad I was that I thought you put a nurse's confidential call to you online, and
the
then
nurse
laughing,
ain't giving out her information.
I was worried sick about that nurse. I am concerned about the frontline workers. Unlike you, Sarah, Mrs. TikTok.
Had me in the first half. And see, because when I read that, it's interesting. Because when I read that, like, I don't know why I didn't take it in the way that you did.
Yeah.
But a lot of people took it in the way that you did too, being like, why is she getting mad at you?
Why would that matter?
But I just wrote that back, like, laughing face, sorry for the panic attack. And like that one got close to 2,000 likes. That comment.
Of course it did. Well, that's how many stupid people there are in the world.
At their stupidity. If they're saying that they're mad, are you like, I'm happy you're stupid and mad? You deserve to be mad because you're so fucking dumb.
No, because I do want people to be happy. And it's just, you're wasting your dumb potential on it happy with being so annoyed by something that makes no sense. I'm just done with people and people bitching about dumb things and bitching about Hollywood, there's no original ideas. I hate those people. Those are those people are on the naughty list. If I hear one more complaint about people being out of ideas and reboots and scraping the bottom of the... Go fuck yourself. The 1939 Wizard of Oz is the 10th fucking remake of that movie, and it's the most well-known. Kiss my goddamn ass. Hollywood's been out of ideas forever. There's only so many stories to tell. Happy person wants a good life. They don't have a good life until the end. The end. That's every fucking movie unless it ends sad.
Ding, 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 ding.
A lot of those people complain about that, like, oh, they're remaking The Klansman. Oh, this is gonna be fantastic. This has been a long time coming.
I still get so frustrated with people who take the time to make negative comments. Because, like, when I see a TikTok I don't like on TikTok, I just scroll past it. I just keep scrolling. I don't like it. I don't.
Yeah, no, I will ignore as much as I can unless someone says something really, if I just get the mood and I got the time, I will.
I enjoy getting mad at comments because it kind of brings me back to the way me and my friends reacted when I was a teenager. I don't think rolling your eyes was a big thing when I was younger. No one ever go oh, that's ridiculous. Or, oh, can you believe they just said that? Me and all my teenager friends would always just go that's fucking brutal. Nobody ever rolled. There was no subtlety. It was all just can you fucking believe what's Buddy going on about?
Right.
Brings me back to that.
Yeah.
I get too angry too quick.
That's that's fair. We are in this day and age where we're seeing content
I'm just exhausted.
That's fair. How do you deal with that exhaustion? Do you do anything to alleviate it? Do you limit social media time?
Yeah, I'll just turn stuff off and I'll go, do something else and
that's good.
Watch something, try to or write or I just try to shut it off and realize
it's not worth it.
Yeah, I'll usually just at my phone and annoy people in the morning, and then I'm just listen to the Tuesdays with Stories that you were supposed to press play on.
Yeah.
2.5 hours ago. You fucking dickhead.
Have some coffee.
Yeah.
Take a breather. Take a nap.
Oh, I thought you were reading the stupid thing.
Yeah. What the fuck does it say?
It has something to do with coffee or whatever.
I'm dying.
It's goddamn mom wine humor.
I love it.
Give me coffee to change the things I can, and wine to accept the things.
That's funny because it's true. Isn't that true, Sarah?
Oh my God.
That's funny because it's true.
That is so true. I love my wine o'clock.
Sometimes truth can only come on a Santa hat like that,
I just love that you bought it and I had no idea.
I love that Travis is buying it, but is also ashamed and wearing it backwards. Like when I have like my Rockhead Brewery like toque, and I wear it backwards because I'm just like, I love Rockhead Brewery, but I'm just like, I don't want to advertise. I just want to have like a black toque, like Snoop Dogg had, and the line of notes of line of notes of Doggy Style. He looked cool as fuck. You know what I mean? You can never get a plain black toque. There's always a fucking Nike check on it or some shit. Piss off, man. I just like colors. Why do I have to represent a brand? It's bullshit.
Mean, people will see it when you're walking ahead of them. Rockhead Brewing.
Yeah, but they don't. The people that are behind me don't matter. It's where you're going. It's not where you came from. It's where you're going. I think I said that backwards.
I have something that's on my naughty list, which is slow walkers.
Oh, I'm fucking hating slow ass people at the fucking grocery store these days.
Thank you, Martin. Thank you. I hate it. Where?
With some guy the other day at the grocery store, and he had 2 different kinds of butter in his hands, and he was reading the ingredients and the fucking nutritional value of the butter, and going back and forth, and like me, and like I noticed like some other lady was waiting to get butter, and she was just like. And there's a third lady who's also waiting for butter, so the 3 of us are just like. And just looking at him, making eye contact in this little triangle of hatred for the fucking butter guy. Just like, I really just want to start just be like, hey, like, you hurry the fuck up with the milk. Just decide if you like ground beef.
Yeah,
get the fucking butter.
Right?
You know what I mean? Everyone gets the cheese that's on sale. Just get the fucking cheese that's on sale and get the fuck out of here. Like, do I really have to tell people off at the Joe House Superstore? I think I do.
I think you do. I hate it too. But I also am the type, if I'm indecisive, if I'm being indecisive and someone's coming up behind me, I just do a lap. I'm just like, I'll just think about it while I'm walking. Yeah. I'll just think about it while I'm walking. I don't want to hold anybody up.
And you come back and they're still there?
Yeah.
I got a great tip for you guys.
Uh-oh.
All you gotta do is 2 magic words. Excuse me.
Oh,
and most people will part like fucking Moses.
I do that like a pardon me there.
Yeah.
I find most people do like a excuse me, and I'm like, why are you sounding creepy as fuck? I'm the only guy who goes, hey, pardon me there, and people always look at me like, whoa, what the fuck?
I gotta.
Like,
that's because you look like
appalled because I'm just like, hey, I think I have a nice voice. I don't look aggressive, like you know what I mean. I'm.
That's because you look like a squeeze right by you there, buddy.
Yeah. But I say it casual. For some reason, I have a very proper voice when I have to say excuse me. Hey, pardon me there. Like I don't know, I have like a very soft tone. I don't know where it comes from, but because I guess I don't want to do the excuse me there. I'm just like, that sounds fucking weird. Don't do that at the grocery store. Yeah, I find people give me a weird look. I'm like, hey, pardon me there. Like just like, oh, I just wanted to take forever picking out the tea that I get every week. You know.
As someone who cooks, you need to find the right shit.
Absolutely.
I like a grocery store for me is I find it peaceful.
I'm pissed at people at the grocery store.
I hate
I'm constantly
rushing.
going, hurry the fuck up.
Yeah.
Pardon me?
I hate rushing at a grocery store because I know I'm going to forget something.
I always want to kill at the grocery store. I want to know, I make a list. I know exactly what I'm going to get. I'm just like, this is going to cost $37. Yeah. Like, I won the grocery store. Makes no sense.
I treat it like a mall.
Yeah. I make a number for my list, and I make a number when I'm at the grocery store.
I am someone who will swerve through, like even at the mall. Like there's a lot of slow people at the mall too. That's another place where people are slow. Just like casually, like holding hands, just walking slow, like they have nothing to worry about.
Sauntering.
Yeah, and I just swerve. Like I'm doing this.
Yeah, I love to swerve and fucking do my little grooves.
I'm get in, get out. I don't want to be here. It's hot. I have a winter coat on. No time for slowman.
It just sounds like you guys aren't prepared, and you guys pick bad times to go to malls and that.
You're just I'm coming from really are. You're like, I hate people on the internet at the grocery store. Oh, it's so peaceful.
Well, take your time at the mall and the grocery store, because then you're not on your phone pissing me off.
It's true.
You're focused on a task. You're doing something. You're passing time.
Go to Andrew's Vaughn's grave and listen to Jackson Brown and take it easy if you want to take it easy at the grocery store.
What about other naughty, nice list things this year?
Naughty list. Any just COVID hoax people. I'm fucking done with you.
Yeah.
I don't know how many people need to die.
Ooh, also a hacky jokes in reference of COVID-19. Like, when this is all over, I'm going to continue to social distance because I'm so awkward, everybody. I'm a really awkward comedian, everybody. I'm so awkward around
This
people.
was my life before.
Yeah.
I've been social distancing before it was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I was a hack before I started comedy.
I forget, do you guys have any jokes about COVID? Or did you stay away
I
from the subject?
reference it, but of course I'm not going to have a fucking...
Yeah, I mentioned it.
Reference it for context.
I
but
loved what you were saying about on your podcast. So this is maybe about 2 or 3 months ago now, and you're like, "Oh, everyone's talking about being hack," and you were like, know this, like, no premise is inherently hack, no topic is inherently hack. It's all your ideas on that and where you take the joke, like. Yeah, I'm just saying your words.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not making a great point on Intoxicated. No, I'm just saying what you said on your podcast.
Yeah,
on this podcast. It's like everyone listen to this. Like,
yeah, a young comic wrote me about is there any topics that are hack? And this young comic in Chris Halef.
I was gonna say, stop owning me, Travis. I'm right here.
He's looking to start getting doing jokes.
Hacky Chris is getting hacked.
Yeah, Chris Halef. And
he got introduced like that when he was a boxer.
I kept flipping on him during your podcast.
Oh my
he would say something I really love, and they would say he's almost on my naughty list for this groundbreaking revelation that the Beatles inspired other bands. This motherfucker talked about it like this was. I don't trust this newsman anymore because he's dropping this shit like it just broke. He's like, I wasn't really into the Beatles, and then all of a sudden, I started finding out all these bands in the 90s were like influenced by McCartney and Lennon. Really, shithead? The biggest band of all time, the first rock group?
Well, people like I think is that they wrote most of their own songs. And that they started like a what's the word? Number 9 or something. I don't know, something like that.
Fucking Chris. We love you, Chris. Love this.
Marty, you gotta get your hands checked out.
Yeah. I did that into the mic.
I love that you were getting mad at that podcast because
there was parts I loved, and then like I could hear you being like, okay, I'm just gonna have to let this go. And I did love this is where Chris's like broadcast came in because he would try to, he would briskly be like, what you were saying, Sarah, and then. Of course, it's banana puns and.
But did you notice how I kept trying to get it into conversation and then it would just deteriorate into bits?
Yeah. Which
I love how it just like proves that they're just not used to hanging out with a lady.
No,
like, if you're just like goofing around with the guys too much, and the girls at the end of the table just because they're just like, "Fuck, we gotta stop just being loud and goofy." Like, hey, so.
I think it proves that there's a quota on how many guests I bring on at a time because 2 is great, but 3. Oof.
Well, yeah.
You better hope that one of them doesn't know the other not too well. You know what I mean? Like when you bring 3 good friends on, like it can be pretty wild. Although I had a blast with the boys club. You guys did great with. Yeah,
but we're the boys club. We're not the banana boys.
Very true. I guess that time that I was on, Dan wasn't there.
It's
a magic number too. Yeah. I think if you go 3 comics together, 3 comics who are good friends together, I don't think it's going to be a good podcast unless I'm not involved at all and I just hear you guys talk.
Yeah, you do kind of have to step back. You can't. That's like one you can't really prep for.
Well, that's the thing, because if I tried to force that conversation into something that they didn't want it to be, it would have been inauthentic. And so I was just like, you know what? I'm going to accept that this episode is ridiculous. Yeah. And this is what it is this week, everybody.
A podcast takes concentration. He starts in with the Hawaiian shirts, and his mind's all over the
place. But
it's difficult to navigate 3 comics.
Yeah. Yeah, especially 3 different ones and their friends. And
I found my limit. But I also found that because I was doing multicam, I kept having to like focus on like switching the cameras, and I wasn't as present as I wanted to be. And so I really need an intern. If you're someone who wants to come drink and hang out in the episodes and just switch the scenes, that'd be great.
Yeah.
But that's all you're going to do. It's a very easy job, but it's a very needed job.
But that was a casting call to comics that want to be on the show. but you aren't ready to really talk
You
to
can
an
chime in
ally.
every now and then.
Yeah,
I'll put a
every
mic
now
near
and
you and you can.
Hey, I've been killing it with switching screens. Can I get on the podcast?
That's a give a mouse a cookie a situation.
Oh my God, I know.
The first 3 episodes they won't say anything, and then they'll start riffing bits.
Open calls are tough. I've realized that with this show, I'd rather get returning guests at this point than ask new people because I just find it's better. I find it's
that's because the rapport is easier. You have to bring on new people when it's like a slow week or whatever.
Yeah.
Or you have to do it like in between. If you know you got 2 really good episodes coming up, then you kind of sandwich it in between a new one. Because then if it's a dud, it's okay. Because next week we'll save it, and the one before it was really good.
That's right.
So you have a big window of forgiveness.
That's right.
But yeah, you can't have new people, because then you're taking a risk every single week, and that can really fuck you up.
The taking a risk thing is, it's really tricky. And it's also tricky because it's like, it's always been this variety podcast where I'm like, I don't know. I think I want to focus it a bit more into comedy and then maybe start another podcast that's like other self-helpy things or something, or, a more serious podcast maybe. But it's just like, it is tricky when you get guest requests and you want to be nice and be like, I'll get back to you. But
that's when,
it's fit comes into play here. Like anyone can talk about what they're doing or a cool project they did, but it's like, can they do this?
Well, that's when you bring them on, and if you are gonna, struggle, there's one way to get around that where it's like, you bring them on with someone that you're also comfortable with. So then you do like
that's
a 3-person
a good
one,
point.
and then you have like a new person, and then you have the main guest, and then they can, it's almost like a little audition or whatever, and see how they fit in with, the conversation.
It's very true. Yeah, it's weekly show turnaround is brutal.
Yeah, I can only imagine.
It is. It's really starting to wear on me a bit. Where I'm like, do I want to switch to bi-weekly just to like give myself some breathing room in between episodes? Because it just feels like I'm constantly on this like grind of like, record and like now I'm good because like I'm recording with Kirsten and then I'll be good for a while and I can take Christmas off.
Yeah.
But even then, it's like, okay, well, gotta get right back into it the first week of January. Like, and it's just it can be exhausting.
Yeah. What have you thought about then? Just loading up, like this would be your time to do that because if you're good for a little while, record a bunch throughout. Once you have to do it again, record 3 or 4 episodes, then boom. And if you start gearing it around to like I do a monthly recording session, just try to it's great when things are topical. But if you record your intros, then if you want to address something that's topical or happened, then you can do that.
At the intros, 100%.
Yeah, and
because I kind of. And especially now where it's like we can still do this in person because god damn I hate the Zoom podcasts.
Yeah.
I despise recording over Zoom. Yeah. It is the fucking goddamn worst. And I will do it if I have to. But it is the worst.
That are 2 people, but I never watch any that are like 3 or 4. I'm like, oh, that's not going to be
it's a lot of delays.
Piss me off and like scramble my brain. But if other 2 people... Like I know, like Zoom podcasts are not so bad.
Not so bad, no. And I might have to go back to that.
The podcasts I listen to, like people have been doing it for like 5-10 years, so of course they have a fucking wicked flow.
Yeah, I think the best format for a podcast, honestly, is to have a co-host or just do it by yourself because you can rely on you. You're not going to let you down. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
But you know what I mean? Like
the podcast, he goes, nailed it. Yeah.
But you have more control. Grandma? You have more control when it's just you.
Yeah.
But I think the best format would be have a co-host and bring guests on every now and then. Like I think that's the best format.
Well, I did have that.
Someone had to go and die.
And then,
fuck him.
I got fucked like I'm Chappelle.
Let's not get sidetracked here, but what happened with that, Travis?
Creative differences.
Creative differences. Any other naughty, nice things? What about let's do some feel good ones.
But wait a minute, like I just gotta throw this in, like even though Andrew's gone, you can still write his jokes.
That's not new now. It's God, is there anything that's nice?
Anything good that came out of this year?
I don't know. Disney Plus is killing it. They make my nice list.
Anything good, Martin? Or is this just a garbage year overall?
I wish I had something fun to reference, but now I'm just getting back into the comedy talk. I think I wrote more in 2020 than I did in 2019.
Oh, okay.
I have to just there's extra pressure. It's first lockdown, I was just like, I'll be really embarrassed if I'm coming back with my old material and flub a joke from that I wrote 2 years ago. I'll feel like a fucking idiot. You know what I mean? And then I first quarantine, I had the fear of coming back with no new stuff and not being fresh. And just in actually exciting, fun comic to watch, And now I feel like second quarantine, I have just the fear that I'm gonna lose my timing or my perspective, or I'm gonna lose what's me, and I'm gonna come back and be I don't know, different, just different would actually be better for you.
That is scary.
New joke, same reception.
That's well, I mean, I tried to ask it on the last episode.
I feel like lukewarm will continue to be lukewarm.
Lukewarm. I tried to ask on the last episode, but I don't know if the guys took it so seriously. But tips on writing, because that's where I struggle, where it's I'm really trying to write, but I find I can't write unless a thought just comes to me.
Yeah, and that's fair. I mean, you still sit down and try to, when you can. Don't force it. Anything I find forced is ugh. But yeah, that's the best you can. I mean, you're in a sweet spot where you're so new.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even say work on jokes to perform once shows open up again. Just work on jokes to get the feeling and the muscle memory of writing jokes down. That's where it's important for you. Don't look to be writing stuff that you can do on stage, because work on your jokes you have now. Work on
making them better.
Yeah, cleaning those up and tightening them up.
That's true.
I think my only writing advice would be don't get out a fresh piece of paper and go what was funny in the past couple days. Just always plunder your back catalog.
Yeah.
Always go to the notes you had when you first started, or notes from last week or anything, because you're always going to be I know how to do that now, or I have a fresh take on this now. I find I go over old notes all the time, and I sometimes I will go, I know how to do that now. Sometimes I will go, I know how to work that, and then sometimes lots of old material, just looking at old notes will just spark lots of other things. I'll look at old notes and a bunch of other things will come to my mind. It doesn't have anything to do with any of the old jokes, but it just sparks a bunch of new stuff. So much more than just getting out a fresh piece of paper and just looking at that.
Right. Because I found that the most of the times that I got the most info. Okay, this is going to come off passive aggressive and probably a bit bitchy.
Yeah.
But let's do it.
It's Christmas.
I'm going to try to say it in a way. But sometimes if I'm watching bad stand-up, I'll get ideas for jokes while watching other people do comedy.
Yeah.
Is that weird?
People? Oh. Thanks, buddy.
But honestly,
wait a minute.
I don't know if it's being around comics. I think that's what it is too. Even just sitting at a table with comics and talking and being at a show, I get a lot of joke inspiration at shows. It's very strange.
Yeah, well, it's because you're out doing something. You do anything that you'll eventually start finding that. I would say even create a retroactive journal. Because you have an entire life before you start doing stand-up. There's going to be plenty of shit
from the early
last
days.
30 years where you're going to, which is good bit material.
Yeah.
Which is timeless stuff, makes you relatable. So, sit down and go, okay, where was I last year? Yeah. And then, literally just keep going back from there and going, what were events in my life that happened? And then they don't need to be jokes. Don't go, what would be funny?
Yeah.
Literally just go, this was a significant thing in my life, good, bad, indifferent, whatever. Go, I do remember doing this when I was 30. I remember doing this when I was 26, whatever. And then you can break that down more. You can start to see patterns. You go, well, throughout my whole 20s, I was doing this a lot. And then through there, you can really.
I always go back to that. I think what Travis is trying to say is you can't start a fire without a spark.
That's it. That's it. You can suck my Courtney Cox.
Where do your guys' ideas initially go? Do you physically write them? Do they go on your phone? Where's the first dump?
Oh, I've been sitting here trying to write this book.
There's multiple dumps. Seems bad. But like I find that like it always starts in the notes of my phone and then it goes to a notebook. But I would highly recommend people don't just do a notebook because then you'll end up like Thomas Kennedy and lose your joke book at an open mic.
Yeah, no, yeah.
At that guy's show, he lost his joke book.
You got to do. When I first started, so from 2009 to 2012. I had some stuff written down on notepads and that, but again, I was a lot of online stuff. And I used to keep a tally of joke ideas, not bits. Don't get fooled here. They were not like well thought out things. Mm-hmm. But at one point, I had over 1,000 different ideas and topics and stuff I wanted to work on for those first 3 years that I was doing stand up. And then my computer crapped out on me. And I lost everything.
You gotta get that cloud storage.
I had, this is like 2012. This is way before.
That is heartbreaking.
I had 1,139 different things written down. I remember the exact number because I was like, I'm never going to get that. And I remember like immediately trying to like write all the shit down again. Of course, a lot of it went over my head and I'm sure it was garbage anyways because I was so new. But what I like to do is I'll write it down on paper. I'll write it down on my phone. And even when it's my phone, it goes through 2 stages. It goes through like my notepad, and then it'll go on to Comedy Companion. If I do have any kind of faith in like doing it more than once or twice, I will.
I gotta do the Comedy Companion. I just go from phone to the notebook, and like I feel like that's
what I do.
Comedy Companion's great.
Sharpening things up for me. But yeah, you've told me about the Comedy Companion many times.
Yeah, because you can set up time sets and shit. Yeah.
Fuck, that's actually a good idea. That's actually homework, comics that are listening. Something you can do during this time is organize your fucking jokes.
Yeah.
Or you know what this is great. And they're not sponsored or anything, so don't get it twisted. But Rocketbook, have you heard of the Rocketbook?
No.
This is so cool.
This is what Elton John's always thinking about?
It's a notebook where you get, like, they give you a specific marker. It's like a dry erase marker.
If Elton John was writing one-liners, they might go a little something like
this is so fancy and cool, and I think a lot of comics would enjoy this. So it's a notebook, and they give you a certain type of marker. And you write everything out like a regular notebook. Yeah. And then there's a little QR code at the bottom of the page, and you scan it in your phone, and it uploads those fucking notes to a Google Drive.
Oh, cool.
And it, like, transcribes it all.
Yeah.
I think it should, anyway.
Yeah.
And then that goes digitally where you need it.
Yeah.
And then you can just, like, erase it and, like, start over. Cool. Isn't that fucking cool?
Yeah, it's neat.
Just like
and they're not that pricey. They're like $50.
Okay.
Like they're like, I mean, I don't think that's too bad of a price. I was thinking about buying one, but I think that's a cool idea for especially comics like who are worried about losing their jokes or because that'll back it up to the cloud right away. Man, I don't know what I'd do if my phone crashed. Like that's where everything really is for me. The notes section.
Yeah, but you write stuff down. You do a lot of writing.
When I first started, yes. I mean, physically, right?
Yeah.
But I have to get in the habit of transferring things over to the joke book.
Yeah. Or,
I do gotta get.
I have a Facebook note with like stuff. I haven't added to in a long time, but.
Are Facebook notes still a thing?
Yeah, and you can set them private. So.
Oh shit!
I have a shit ton of jokes on there in case stuff craps out again.
Oh man.
Which is where I put it. Email it to you. You can email the, Comedy Companion stuff to you.
Nikki Glazer emails herself porn.
That's wild. If you got to email yourself to it, it's really nothing worth watching.
So what she does, because when she finds some porn she likes, she doesn't want to lose it because she has issues like finding porns that she actually likes. Yeah. So she'll take the link and email it to herself. And she has a folder in her email that says porn I like. And she just
the chick who looks like me except shorter. This gives me confidence.
It's just wild to me because I don't even like with my porn stuff. Like I just don't delete my browser history, and I just always go back to the first video I watched because I'm like, oh well, that one did it last time. So.
Jesus, well, create a fake account, add favorites or something. I don't know what.
Albert actually texts himself jokes.
Really? I wish you would try them on stage.
Yes, like
this is gonna be hilarious. They're gonna love this. I'm gonna tag this a little bit too. Oh no, I gotta scratch through these notes a little bit. That's not gonna work. It's just like my other joke, I guess.
Sometimes I love how ballsy Albert is. Like him trying to get on that show for free. Matt Wright or whatever.
Oh,
it was like trying to like get into a show for free.
Oh, really?
By just asking the headliner if he could get it for free.
Jesus.
It's like Albert.
Well, I mean, he should. He's a comedian and he's a Newfoundlander. Matt should have.
Yeah, he has the charm for that. Like, if it was like someone who didn't have the personality of Abercrombs going like, hey, can I wave cover? I would just be like, oh, you don't care about the fucking scene. If he was like, hey, I'm kind of broke, like, spend my money on smokes and towel boys, and I get to the show, I'd be like, yeah, buddy, get the fuck in there. Yeah. Live it up, man. You want a beer? I'll buy you one.
Yeah. He's like the most impressionable. Impressionable? Is that a word? No, that's not the right word.
Impressionable is a word, but I don't know if it's the right word.
He's the most. People do impressions of Albert a lot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's easy to do his voice, yeah.
You can say mimicable. I don't know.
Mimicable?
Most
a lot of people like Albert do it normally.
Most mockable.
So it's very easy.
Yeah.
You just plug your nose.
That's coming from Halifax's Mitch Hedberg, everyone.
That was 2014. Fuck you, Travis. I was trying to get the purest form of comedy. It was all one-liners, no tags.
Fucking one-line. I gotta write more one-liners. They're hard. They're hard to write.
They are, but I mean that's a good way to start. I just started with one-liners. One-liners is it's the best way to
keep it simple, stupid.
Well, it's just it's the best way to get the joke format down, and then you can start. You can.
I want to like listen back to sets. I wish I had like more sets like on film when people like if I would do a guest spot and then like like a touring headliner was just like, hey, you're really funny, but like you're bailing on your premises. Like I know you have some good one-liners, but like like a lot of your jokes, there's more there. You need to write more tags. So like years of doing that. Like I'm like oh my god, I can't believe I just thought that was a one-liner. That's like it's 5 more lines for it now.
Yeah.
Like trying to tag the fuck out of that. And there's other jokes where I'm just like. No, like that's just a one-liner.
Yeah.
There's like there's nothing else there. I just like for my skill, what I'm doing, like there's nothing there for that particular joke now. Yeah. So I wish I could just see myself back in the day going like, oh, like I have new tags for the Twitter joke, new tags for the Mohammed Ramadan joke. I'm like, yeah, of course. Why did I think this was short? Of course I got to expand this. This is doing so much better. And then when I try to expand on couples or go fuck yourself or something like that, and then all of a sudden I'm just like, nope, these aren't working.
Right.
Oh, okay. Like, I'm trying to make everything longer all of a sudden. I'm just like, oh, that hit and miss.
Such a process.
Just tossing them out there, baby.
Love this motion.
Yeah. That boomerang. Sometimes it don't come back.
Oh, man. Okay, but any Christmas plans? Like, do you guys have anything specific that you're doing this time? Is Lauren spending Christmas with... Well, obviously, she's not going anywhere. Is she?
We did Christmas last year at my... I go to my...
Is she from around Halifax?
No, she's from Ontario.
Oh, okay.
But her parents literally just moved down here.
Oh, that's right. Oh, that's great.
So I suggested, and I think that's what we're doing is. So last year, me and her spent Christmas morning together, and then went to my my family's for Christmas. But her parents are down here, and she hasn't been able to do Christmas with them for a little bit. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna spend Christmas Eve together. And I'm going to go home that night, and I'll do Christmas morning with the grandmother, my brother, and that. And then they'll go off to my cousins, and then I'm going to go, with her family and that.
That's like a perfect mix of like you have your couple moment.
So we'll have our thing.
Which is like if you're going to pick, Christmas Eve, cozy Christmas Eve of love. That sounds nice, doesn't it? Mine's going to be with my cat.
That's nice.
So sad.
Yeah, I guess it's easy for me to say it's not Christmas without that your family sucks. My dad just Cape Breton dad, so he just has the gift of gab. So it's just like, hey, talk to a 9-year-old, talk to a 70-year-old, talk to a 35-year-old. Yeah, I can roll with that. 45 minutes max, but I can roll with that.
It is going to be such a weird Christmas for so many people because of the fucking restrictions. Like there's certain people here who, like Albert, like he can't go home, so he's going to be all alone.
But his family will be happy. Isn't that what Christmas is about?
He sucked at soccer. I do not want him at this table.
But man, like I just can't imagine like having no one. Like that's got to be brutal.
Yeah, maybe for some people, yeah, it is. But then they're just gonna find their thing, and they gotta realize like it's like Valentine's Day. You don't need a day of the year to do this stuff.
It's true. It's just the media getting it in our head.
Yeah, and this is literally, these days and like the way they're treated with like, family and relationship is like it's only to sell shit.
That's right.
They're selling shit on things you guys should be celebrating any other day of the year.
Hallmark cards.
Yeah. This is literally just, this is like the official day or whatever you want to call it. But I mean, this is the day that is open for people to do it and, would not lose their jobs and shit. Like, I mean, you can do this in July, you can do this in January, you can do this in February. Make time where you can. You know, you don't need Christmas lights and all this. This is a fucking filter.
This is a filter.
This is literally just a filter for your home right now, and to give off an illusion of coziness and happiness and joy and hope. And it's like, you don't need a month to do that. You can do it anytime you like. Mm-hmm. This is just where this is almost like medicine for you, being like, sit down and do this because you didn't do it the rest of the year.
Yeah.
Start doing it the rest of the year, and the next day won't mean that that much to you. I like Christmas because I just like Christmas, and I think people do generally try to be a little bit better.
I think so too.
Time. Whether or not it lasts or whatever. I think this is more or less when people are more committed to a New Year's resolution than they are come New Year's. This is when people are like, I'm just gonna, I'm gonna be more chill this year. I'm gonna be more appreciative this year, and
thankful.
That's what this shit's about. Watch a fun, goofy movie and drink.
And spending time with people, like spending quality time.
Yeah, and if you can't, reach out, message someone, phone someone. Now is the easiest time to not be alone. It's never going to be the same as being physically in a room with someone. Mm-hmm. But fuck's sakes, if you can make a vegan teen burger taste like a teen burger, you can make a conversation feel like home. It's not. We're pretty advanced and shit right now.
That's true.
You can chat with people.
Zoom calls. They suck, but do them.
Zoom calls, FaceTime, a phone call, a letter.
Ooh, I actually that reminds me, I'm just so highly ADD that I haven't done it yet, but I had a plan to write everybody a letter just like Vaughn used to do. And then I realized, I was like, I don't think I'm ever going to get this fucking done. So I thought about doing little mini podcasts for the friends in my life. Like send them an audio file and just be like, thank you, I appreciate you for all the things you've done for me this year.
I found my Andrew Christmas letter not too long ago, actually.
Did you read it?
Oh yeah, I've read it before.
What were his letters like?
Mine was nice. Mine was literally the year I moved back. So it was literally peak depression me. And it was just like, hey man, thank you so much for starting to come out to Gus's and that. I'm so glad to hear you. This sounds so fucking stupid and shitty pushy.
I love it.
Thank you for like inspiring me to step up my game and stuff. And, the same shit he's said to me every other day. And then thank you for coining the term shit talking Van. I was like, yeah, of course, because anything good that came from Vaughn probably came from me first.
Oh my god, that's funny.
I was so glad that I got to do like probably like 10 or 20 road gigs in the shit talking van. But yeah, geez, I've been meaning to ask you this question forever. Okay, hanging out with Vaughn.
Yeah.
Oh yes,
having some beers.
Yeah.
Right, you're about 2 hours in. He gets a little sentimental.
Yeah.
He's rocking a beer. Oh fuck.
Yeah.
I finished everything here. I was a little in this Guinness. Vaughn goes, "Fucking love you, buddy." Cheers with him. I'm just like, okay, when Vaughn is 2 hours into the drinking, and then when he wants to give you like this sentimental, "I fucking love you, buddy," like. When Vaughn feels when he does that, is that how Travis feels when he presses play on a Disney movie?
I do. Yeah, I do. I feel like everything is worth it and bullshit is,
Sentimentality is there?
Yeah, it's there.
Sentimentality.
But yeah, it was a very nice letter. Yeah, it was a good one.
I literally was thinking about writing letters to people, and then I was like, oh, but once I sit down to do this, like... it's going to be so much out of me for each letter. Like,
you should just get a stamp.
I should just message everyone. And, yeah, really, though. Like, it was just like... And it reminds me, actually, like, I don't know if Adrian will hear this, but Adrian had a birthday. Mm-hmm. And because of the, like, restrictions or whatever, like, we couldn't do anything. Yeah. Like, we couldn't get together with the amount of people that we wanted to and all of this. And literally it was this, like, group chat of stress between me and Kirsten and Alva trying to figure out what to do for Adrian for her birthday. Yeah. And then we were like, oh, let's deliver her a cheesecake because she loves cheesecake. And then it just became this, like... group chat of like event planning stress over what to do for someone's birthday. And then I just said, you know what? I think the best gift to Adrian is to send her screenshots of this chat because of all this fucking stress and effort we put into trying to plan something that didn't end up happening. Because essentially Kirsten was like, I'm not gonna pay money for a gift. I don't like. Kirsten's
make, like,
very
a
like
montage of the screenshots with like our favorite Christmas song and like the snowflakes falling as well.
Well, it's tricky when it's like a birthday or Christmas where there's kind of a there's a standard put on gift giving when maybe you can't afford to give gifts or you don't have, like.
Yeah.
It's a tricky thing to navigate because, like, I'm also in the situation where I'm like, I really can't buy everyone in my life a gift.
Like, I forgot I have to buy all these people gifts, and I honestly just don't know what the fuck to get you. What do you need? Like, what are you talking about? Like,
it was just funny, and then it was just one of those like obligation moments. But yeah, no, we didn't end up doing anything. Sorry, Adrian, we love you. We love you so much. It's just we couldn't make anything work, and then with like schedules and stuff, like it didn't happen. But the intent was there, Martin, and that's what matters at this time of year. It's the thought that fucking counts.
Okay, I'm trying to think of what's the saddest Christmas song to come on while you're spending Christmas alone and you're by yourself.
Shoes.
Oh, the Christmas shoe.
Is that a song?
Yeah, it's literally about a kid trying to buy shoes for his mom who's dying of cancer, and he can't afford it. So,
but then the guy behind him in the department store.
I'll buy these Christmas shoes that'll never, because they won't get scuffed up. You can always return them, right? So, like, that's the best part about the Christmas shoes.
I know the Patton Oswalt bit. I never actually listened to the song. Yeah, geez, I think I've known that bit for like that's over 10 years old. God.
I was gonna say "Brick" by Ben Folds 5.
Damn.
It's a deep cut, right? It's about getting an abortion on Christmas morning.
Well, why is that a sad song? You just saved yourself money for next Christmas.
Well, where did you get the abortion? You know, like did it happen in a hospital on Christmas Day, or was it like out in the stable? Oh, this is a little weird. Like there was 3 not so wise men.
Dad comes in with a candy cane off the lawn. All right, let's get.
What's the fucking? I'll be home for Christmas is kind of sad.
Well, it depends on the tempo.
I'll be home for Christmas. Yeah, no.
It can be. Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas can be sad. It depends on because there's 2 different lyrics involved and depending on the version.
Just a gigolo, I ain't got nobody. Would be pretty sad on
Christmas. Yeah.
Did you guys ever have a Christmas that stuck out to you as like the worst Christmas?
Yeah, I don't know if I can say it.
Was it the recent one?
No. They've all been pretty good. I can kind of tell it. It don't matter. No, I had one where 2004 was not a great one. I was living in Dartmouth. My mom had a pretty abusive boyfriend at the time. Shit. And nothing ended up happening. But I did end up outside in a thorn bush hiding.
Oh, on Christmas Eve?
Christmas Day.
Oh, fuck.
Waiting for my grandmother to come pick us up.
Oh my gosh, Travis, that's crazy.
And this was yeah.
That's a bad Christmas.
It was a bad Christmas. It was not
I thought mine would have
not
been
an ideal one. Yeah. So I didn't mean. Sorry, to bring down the mood here. That's.
I went through a breakup at Christmas. Okay. I got broken up with. Well, yeah, we broke up on December 19th.
Okay.
And so I was in the throes of breakup, and I remember my parents got me a keg gift certificate with the intent for me to use it with my boyfriend.
Oh.
And I had to I was staying in the basement, in my childhood home basement at the time, watching Breaking Bad, because that's how I discovered Breaking Bad, was just being depressed and home for Christmas, and then building up the courage to come up and put on a brave face to open gifts, and then getting that keg gift card and just be
sounds like an amazing Christmas to me.
I know, right? Now I can get 2 steaks.
Yeah, keg's expensive. You can actually get a full meal now and not being like, oh, we get a free appetizer technically.
Can you really put chilies in meth? That's
so true. Oh my gosh. What about you, Martin? Any bad Christmases stick out? Or were they all just average?
Because there's no way you had a good one in Sydney Mine.
Lots of great Christmases. Like after he says like I hid in a thorn bush.
I know, right?
Bush, that sounds kind of fun. Thorn bush, that's no fun at all. I
Bush,
can't really go like, oh
break
well,
up.
like until I was in grade 7. Like when I was in grade 7, that was the first time it rained. Like I can't really say that after he says hid in thorn bushes. Fuck it, if it rained, me and Steven Journo had a bummer time. Like,
oh my god.
If this makes you feel any better, I had the cordless phone with me because I was getting ready to call the cops.
Cordless phone.
So I literally had run out.
You would watch cops?
Some shit had been broke. Some shit had gone down, and I was like, "This is gonna get bad," and it had gotten real bad once before. And so I grabbed the phone and I ran outside, barefoot in my pajamas, hid in a thorn bush, and was ready to call 911 for the cops to come. And then right before I hit the final one, I went, "We still got to go open up presents at my grandmother's. I got to know what I got." Fuck. So I took the gifts over. Luckily, my dramatic exit had stopped everything from going down. So I got the best of both worlds.
Okay.
And, minus some holes in my brand new pajamas. But,
that's
and I got to feel like Simba when he got chased out of Pride Rock. So that was fun, hiding in the thorn bush.
Oh my god.
God, like when I make fun of people for enjoying Christmas, I think they're just being annoying. Like you've actually gone through in your life, just like, oh, you have to have an awkward conversation with your aunt. Oh, that must be so traumatizing. Oh God. Oh, sorry, fucking Trish. Oh, like your mom asked you when you're gonna get a boyfriend. Oh, that must be so awful. Can't imagine how so literally awkward that is.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. It's true. We got to put things in perspective.
Yeah, also
That's
Christmas
so
should be also not complaining on the internet about Christmas. Just like, hey, why don't think about somebody else for once in your fucking life?
One thing I hate is I just think people who get people who wear it's Halloween and then it's November 1st and it's like this in here on November 1st. I'm like, what's wrong with you? That's a lot of Christmas for 2 months.
Yeah, but if you love Christmas, it goes by quick.
It does, and that's fair.
And you want to see me depressed other than the other 364 days a year.
Oh, when those Christmas decorations come down?
The day after Christmas, I'm miserable. About 5 p.m. Christmas night, I go, well, that's it till next year.
You get the Christmas.
I get so bummed out.
That's why a lot of the Christmas suicides happen after Christmas.
Yeah, well, I get it. You want to see what you got.
On January 19th, when I finally have to put the Christmas dish towels away.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh man, this is it's gonna be brutal, man. 11 more months of bullshit.
I just like there's this one moment where we all take a break, and it just seems like everyone else forgets about it. And everyone goes back to bitching and moaning, complaining. And it's like, well, we just had so much fun. Like, why can't we
keep it going?
Carry a little bit of that good mood. You don't need the decorations. You don't need the tree. You don't need fucking Santa.
Well, this is why I think
someone you work with be hammered at the staff party. That was awesome.
So and then January 1st rolls around, and everyone's like, fucking slush.
You are the slush of people.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
People who hate slush are the slush of people. You're right,
slush.
though. There is a come down from any special. They say a lot of people get post-wedding depression because it's the same thing. Because think about Christmas, but think about that 10 times for a wedding, right? You're planning it for a year. And then it's over.
It's the 15 minutes after you beat off. What did I do that for?
Oh, you know what? Fuck wedding people. Because I know I gotta wait for. I know I gotta wait for next Christmas. They could get divorced 6 months from now.
That's true.
They're not guaranteed an anniversary. I know Christmas coming December 25th.
Yeah.
I mean, we're in the middle of a pandemic. We still got Christmas coming.
Christmas isn't not waiting for our pandemic asses here. That's so interesting to me that people. Yeah, I don't feel that with Christmas. I feel that with Halloween. I think I feel that with Halloween more so than Christmas.
Yeah, but you really like Halloween.
Yeah, that's like if I had to choose between the two, it would be Halloween.
Yeah, and I don't know. I can do scary anytime. I like horror movies any time of the year. I can't watch a Christmas movie before November.
Really?
I won't if I'm even binge watching a series and I'm rewatching everything, I will skip every Christmas episode.
Because it's got to be special.
Yeah, to me it's. I used to be very strict. I used to be December 1st is when I'll start listening to Christmas music, And then there was like 1 year where I didn't get to like listen. Like, I don't know. I just was really busy. So like Christmas stuff kind of fell to the wayside. And I went, and I was depressed. I was like, I wasted this whole Christmas. It's like, well, I'm never going to do that again. So now, and then, so I kind of pushed it to like, Thanksgiving, American Thanksgiving.
That is fair.
That's like when my Christmas thing was. But now, like, I'll loosen up. If it's Christmassy weather and there's enough Christmas things out and about, then fuck it. I'm just going to enjoy it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Why can't I just live in a nice world for a month where I don't go, someone hit the reset button on this planet? You don't deserve anything. Why can't I just go?
I was like bitching on the way down here. I was just like, I'm walking to the Christmas podcast. I didn't realize the snowflakes were gonna be falling. This is such a nice surprise. I'm like looking at lights. I'm like having Christmas music in my head. Then I'm just like, why does it have to be foggy? It should be like a crisp, cool night. You know what I mean? Well, there should be a little bit of clouds, a little bit of stars there.
Well, that's the thing.
Ideally, the world in the winter.
We all want that picturesque Christmas morning where there's like the perfect snow in the ground.
Yeah.
But then, anytime it snows after Christmas, we hate it.
Yeah, and I get it. It's an inconvenience. It can be harder to get around or whatever, but it happens every year.
Deal with it. Yeah.
Get some boots.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Save up. You can get one.
If someone's like complaining about the snow, but it's like the big nice flakes, I'm like, really? You. Yeah, but like waiting for the bus in a blizzard, I get it, but you're just like, it's snowing outside. I'm in my nice, warm, comfortable fucking home, and the big picturesque snowflakes are coming that no one can draw because no two are the same.
Also,
I'm just gonna be a bitch about this.
If it's snowing, it's not that cold. Because at a certain point, it won't be snow. It'll be fucking ice or hail, or it's too cold for any shit. So enjoy the snow because you're like, yeah, it's cold, but it's not that cold.
One thing I do love about winter is the snow days. Like the days where it's so bad that everything shuts down and you get a day off work.
Well, then you must love this year because it's been one big fucking snow day.
That's true. Oh, Travis, that hits hard, buddy.
It's been a big old airborne snow.
But even still, I'm just like, I just started a new job. Like there's going to be days that we'll work from home because of snow, and I kind of just love that. I love a snow day.
Yeah,
anything can happen on a snow day.
I just love storms. Storms in general. When that fucking hurricane didn't happen, like the recent hurricane that was supposed to happen that didn't really happen. Which one was it? It was hyped up.
Oh, the one for this year.
Yeah.
I thought you meant last year. I was like, you mean the one that took down a fucking crane? I think it happened, Sarah. I ate Daryl's in the dark. It definitely happened.
You're supposed to get sentimental. You're supposed to slow down a little bit. You're supposed to listen a little bit more, care a little bit more. Yeah. Like when the power goes out, is there like a little bit of Christmas magic in there?
It's actually too much. It's Christmas power. That's why the power went out.
But you then you're kind of forced to have a conversation. You're forced to take out a fucking board game that you got for Christmas.
Oh, that's why I keep my phone charged.
Yeah.
Oh, multiple battery packs,
keep some
baby.
Things downloaded and then.
I got 3 battery packs. That I keep.
The power never goes out at a mid after. It's like a nighttime where I'm like, I can go to bed now.
I enjoy that.
It has to be like a special time where you get a candle going and you make a wish and I don't know you burn a photo of somebody.
Is Martin doing witchy shit?
Pills and
they call it an old Sydney seance.
I'm not from fucking Sydney.
Sydney seance. Oh my
It's
God.
a miner's memorial, man. What the fuck's the matter with you?
That's so funny. Love a storm day.
You kiss whoever you want because there ain't no family in the dark.
Gross.
Mistletoe's everywhere if you close your eyes.
Can you buy mistletoe? I always hear about mistletoe, but where do you buy it?
Yeah, in the Christmas aisle.
But I've never seen a specific mistletoe decor.
There's plenty. Yeah, you can find it. Yeah.
Okay. Not that it'll matter.
Yeah, have you guys ever purchased mistletoe?
No,
I
never.
never bought it. No, it's like.
But I also have been trying to purchase eucalyptus.
14-year-old Martin, one pocket mistletoe, other pocket condoms. Let's see what happens.
Fuck! I put the wrong one on the right light fixture.
It's just a cum-filled condom. I'm also trying to find eucalyptus because there's a self-care thing where you can put.
Yeah.
is this? What form of sun gardening?
Like moon eucalyptus, and the moon absorbs the fucking.
You can put think of eucalyptus in your shower when you have a shower and the steam, and it makes it like a spa because the smell.
Well,
of
eucalyptus is a natural remedy thing. Like you're supposed to put it on you. Like that's a.
I take tea bag in the shower.
Yeah, you can.
But I mean, like I'm looking for like the actual plant.
Well, that's fine. Yeah, but you're saying like it'll spot like it's a nice refreshing thing. You're not saying it's gonna.
No. It's just the smell.
Yeah, it's
It'll
not
just make you
witchcraft,
feel like you're in the. Yeah, no, this isn't that witchy. I'm not that witchy, you guys. I just buy into.
Also, I went to one of the witch stores in Halifax.
Did you neighborhood witch?
Yeah, what the fuck?
What did you think?
I think you got to go all in or not at all.
They do go all in.
No, but then listen.
Travis, have you seen it there?
I went in, yeah, and of course they got, bat thighs and lizard toes and all that stupid shit. But then they literally have a Harry Potter section.
They do.
You can't have that.
Oh.
You can't make me believe that this is going to give me eternal youth or find love or make my dick strong, and then also have a fucking Harry Potter seen it in the corner. And here's Dumbledore t-shirts and Hufflepuff scarves. Go fuck yourself. Are you serious with this stuff or not?
Was that the one thing about the store you didn't like?
It's the thing that made me write off the entire store.
I'm so glad this came out this episode because I showed them out and I smelled this and showed out the previous.
I'll shout them out too. Commit to your shit.
They're on TikTok. They got TikTok.
Of course they're on. Yeah, because that's where all witches go.
Witch talk is what the kids call it. I would pay so much money to just see you walking around that store. Like I would pay a minute. Like if Lauren had, I'm assuming you were with Lauren. If she had filmed your reaction, oh my god, that would have been funny.
Yeah, you gotta be. Either take it serious or not.
I could just picture you being nice and polite the whole time, and then getting outside and losing your shit.
Yes, because it was just. You got to be on. Don't half commit to it.
That's so funny.
Either be a snake oil salesman or not.
I hadn't even really thought of that.
Yeah. It's because at that moment they go, goofy, silly people like Harry Potter too.
Martin, do you have any hot takes on the neighborhood?
That this is still going. Yeah, you can't have like the Scooby Doo thing at the fucking actual witch place. Like it's goddamn ridiculous.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it can't be like, hey, like these crystals will give you like powers, and also buy this broom too. This broom for $50. Like, you have to all in or nothing.
Because they literally had stuff where it's like
the Vaughn version of like the witch, who's gonna be like, there's no fucking Harry Potter stuff in this fucking store.
Yeah, you do. You need a little. This is what this is.
You need a purist.
We're not. Harry Potter is the fucking improv team of witch stand-up. It's popular, but it's also horse shit too. Like, and I can say that because I fucking did improv, and as much as I love improv, it's not the same as what we're doing.
It does help stretch the muscle, though, right? Like the improv skill.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's
the
great.
quickness.
It's benefited me tremendously.
Yeah, you can say like improv is ridiculous or goofy, but I wouldn't say like everybody has to stop doing improv.
Improv's ridiculous. Like weed. It's the thing itself is fun and dandy, but it's the lifestyle. People that are into the lifestyle is like, ugh.
Yeah,
I don't that. Like like I
love smoking weed, but like I've never had any desire to have like a weed shirt.
Yeah, like a bunch tattoo. Of fucking
it's fucked in the head.
Like a bunch of puns about pot. And, like you gotta like always have like some.
Or their usernames.
Bob Marley quotes
have like Blaze in it or like.
You don't.
Oh my god! Okay, that's one thing I will go on a rant on. Any guy who puts 420 friendly in their fucking Tinder bio, fuck off. Like I like just because Tinder gives you the option to say like whether or not you smoke.
Yeah.
So you don't have to put 420 420 friendly.
Yeah, 420 friendly is kind of like I'm in my 40s and unemployed, obviously.
Does it say?
Yes.
Does it say like smoke isn't smoke weed, or does it say like smoke isn't smoke cigarettes?
I think it actually says both. I think because it has a little. Let's actually pull this up.
Okay, well then, yeah, in that case, you don't need to say 420 friendly, and that's stupid. Yeah, I hate 420 friendly. It's the best time. Who gives it? Just smoke it.
I wouldn't say 420 friendly. I'd be like, High All the Time by 50 Cent is a wicked tune.
How do I fucking view this fucker's profile? I don't know how to work apps anymore. It's how, like, not often I go on them.
Well, that's good.
But, like, it's... Here, let's see.
I'm really curious about this guy now.
Well, how do I see you? Okay, here we go.
I hate his guts. I saw a picture with a dog. Like, hey, I want to bang. I'm going to wear sunglasses in my photo and a ball cap and have my little fucking Paris Hilton dog. Let's bang.
Oh, there it is.
I want to beat the fuck out of that guy right now.
It says drinking, smoking, like smoking cigarettes or marijuana.
Okay.
So you don't need to put 420. If it's important to you, just check that option.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, maybe they got old profiles, because that wasn't always the thing, was it?
His answering machine is definitely smoke weed every day.
Oh, God.
I truly just don't open the apps. Like, I opened a Hinge and I had 40 new likes, and I was just like, ugh.
I don't even know what Hinge is.
I thought you said
heard
Hinge.
of it.
I was like, oh, open it up.
It's British Tinder.
It's just brutal. I don't know. Like some people just duty date and they enjoy it, and I just hate it. I open it up and I'm disappointed. I'm like, oh, don't put this in, Sarah. It's literally like
Leave it in, Sarah. Leave it in.
Do you guys go sledding much growing up?
Oh yeah, I sent my brother into the woods one time. We rode together. He was like 3 maybe, and I was 7, and we were headed for the woods. And I went, "This is a good time to try this." And I rolled off at the last minute because like right behind our house is a bunch of trees and that, and then the highway. And I was like, "Let's see what happens." And I rolled off, and he literally in a snowsuit went through all. And my brother comes out like 2 minutes later, 3 years old. He's got the sled. He's so young and dumb. He doesn't know that I almost kind of tried to kill him. And he's got a sled and he's got a stick sticking out of his hood. He's got that full body snowsuit and he's got a stick sticking out of your mouth. And he goes, "You fall off?" And I went, "Yeah, buddy, I fell off."
Oh, that's such prick job.
How old were you?
So I would have been 7.
Oh my God.
You would have been the grade 6 kid going, "You don't believe in Santa Claus, do you, pussy?" No one of Travis.
Fuck, that is so fucking fun. I love just stupid sledding accidents.
Yeah.
They fill me with so much pride because we had an amazing hill behind my house.
Yeah.
Like that was like the sledding hill. And so we were constantly going sledding. We used flying saucers. You guys remember flying saucers?
Oh yeah, I used to have little
Oh
saucer,
fuck
I
yeah.
had a GT snow racer.
Oh!
I was in grade 4. Oh yeah. I was like, they actually got me something from straight out of the Sears catalog. Holy shit, man.
Yeah.
Craig, you gotta check this out.
Yeah, I got a snowboard one year. That was great.
Oh, snowboards. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I had a little snowboard. That was fun. We used to have a big hill behind my junior high.
Ooh.
And like we would do it during school time. One time we found a suitcase, and we're like, "Let's go sledding in the suitcase." And I literally got in a suitcase, and they closed it up on me, and then like
What? Shut the
it was
fuck
like
up.
peak Jackass. We used to like love Jackass, and so I went in the suitcase, zipped up, and then so they pushed me down, and I'm going, and I'm hearing like people go, "Oh!" And I unlocked it, and I opened. I was like, "What's going on?" They're like, "Duck!" And I literally ducked my head, and then I went under a bench.
Holy shit, Travis! You could have been decapitated.
Oh yeah.
Jesus Christ!
Like that was like it was like peak junior high for us.
That's fucking insane.
Yeah.
Oh my God. We
Don't
had
like your Tracy Morgan moment.
Yeah.
Your Tracy moment.
just to do like that's ballsy though to get inside a locked suitcase.
Yeah, of course.
I go down a hill.
You're like, oh god, but like at the same time, you're like, okay, it's a flat hill. Really, what can I do? If any of these motherfuckers try and like chuck me or something, I'll get out and fuck them up.
Speaking of GT racers though, did you find that the brakes never worked?
Oh, you didn't need brakes for that shit.
Yeah.
The jumps were never big enough.
Yeah. That's a little bit. And like in your mind, you're like, I'm gonna do a 360 spin, and like,
I breaks the guardrails there.
I feel so alive.
Do they still have GT racers? Oh, fuck, that's nostalgic.
I don't know. Probably not now.
Probably not. So we used to tie GT racers to the back of my dad's Skidoo. Mm-hmm. And he would drive us around the woods.
Yeah. Nice.
And it was fucking so much fun.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Making your own paths?
Yeah, oh yeah. Because we had like trails
Skidoo
in the
plus
woods.
GT. Oh, man.
Yeah, it was, and we used to purposely build little jumps.
Yeah.
We would like pack some snow on the trails to make us like fly a bit. But oh my gosh, so many sledding accidents too, like where it was just like, oh, we could have died. Like that was really dangerous.
Yeah, fuck. I think of how many times like crazy things I did on a like a sled or the GT or a bike. I'm like, holy fuck, like yeah, kids don't do that shit today. Like
no.
Yeah, man.
Love sledding. Oh, I want to go adult sledding. How fucking fun would that be? Or would it be as fun?
It'd be fun the first time, and then you go, oh, I gotta go up this hill.
Yeah, that's true. We all go to the hill behind the mount.
Yeah.
It's a big hill behind there.
I was always over sledding after like the first 2 times. I'm like,
really?
I'll go back up this.
Did you like it when you did it though?
Yeah, of course. Well, everyone likes that. But I mean, no one likes walking up the hill to go, good, I'm doing it again. Like,
it'd be fun to go tubing. Like
tubing's fun.
Big
tubing
tubes.
was always fun.
Oh my God.
Were you guys down here during White Wan?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you were living here at the time. Were you?
I wasn't. No, I was in Anganesh.
I almost died.
Wait, what?
In White Wan.
Explain.
So like,
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Yeah, Merry Christmas again. I hope you're having a lovely time with the family you hate.
Christmas morning.
Old Yang sang.
Yeah, that's it. That's. Hope you spent it in a thorn bush this Christmas.
Oh my gosh.
That's it.
Well, at least it wasn't raining when you were in the thorn bush, right?
Yeah, that's true. Well, it's not. It was a beautiful.
God, why is Travis so dramatic?
Perfect snow morning. So yeah. So White Wan happened, and I asked to go outside and play after the storm, and my mom was like, "Yeah, sure, go out, your little 11-year-old self."
Play boots.
And I went out and I was walking around. And of course, there's so much snow, like ditches and that were covered, so it just looked like one flat surface. And I was walking, and then like I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna walk over here," and I walked, and all of a sudden I went, phoom, and I went into a ditch that was completely covered by the snow. And then for an hour and a half, I had to like wiggle my way out, and I'm going like hello, and like there's no one else around, and I'm literally like trying to like get myself out. My feet are stuck, and I'm just
fuck an hour and a half. That is ridiculously
as an 11-year-old, I go, oh, this is I'm dead. They're gonna find me. Come spring.
Yeah, one time I was in elementary school. There was a huge snow pile, and of course, like the thing that you make is just like a slide.
Yeah.
It was just like your snow snoot will just take it down. You don't have a fucking GT snow racer at school. You're just sliding down because your snowsuit is kind of made for that. But I stayed way longer after everybody else left, and I was just having so much goddamn fun just sliding down that fucking tiny hill. That was probably like 13 feet at like 9 years old, going wee time after time. And then for some reason I decided to go down it like backwards in a way. And it was so like worn down that it was like a tunnel now. So yeah, I got stuck upside down on the slide. Everyone left the elementary school. It's like 5:30 in winter. The sun's going down. I'm like and I finally slide down 4 feet after a half hour trying to wiggle. Like,
oh my God, that's so fucking
Shane.
Funny. Yeah. Oh, I miss those times. Snowsuits.
Snowsuits were great.
Now we're just stuck in our lives, huh?
Now we're just being like overly nostalgic.
Was there nothing worse though than like after recess, like coming in covered in snow, like you're like, you had a great, you had a great recess, and you're like, oh, now I gotta sit in class half cold, and you're like shaking everything off, and the snow and slush and that dirt, it just smelled like cold dirt.
Yeah, that smells like a terrible smell.
Oh, it's the worst. Taking off your boots and shit. And
the best though was coming home from sledding and shit. Like not necessarily at school, but like coming home. Yeah. That was a really good feeling. And
that's when I was like when you come inside and like it's all like weird and like flashy. Like it's kind of half dark, half light. Like you're like, what's going on?
Yeah, when you come in, like it's almost like you're coming back into like a dream.
Yeah.
I want to go back to the dream. I don't want to wake up. Like,
I've been having.
Snow sounds like when you're excited and you're going back, like zip zoom, zip zoom, zip zoom. It's like confident, and then when you're taking it all off. Just zip.
I do have a fear of zippers because of snowsuits, though. Because I think one time someone zipped it up too fast and I got my lip stuck in a zipper. And so ever since,
your lip?
Like somehow, like you know
how high did it go?
It went really high. Like snowsuits went really. Remember snowsuits?
I was expecting like a nipple or like a piece of neck. Like a little piece of neck.
Man, guys never have to think about that.
But also hair.
You ever zip up a snowsuit too quick and get your eyebrow? What the fuck you mean?
I don't remember. It was very traumatic. Hair gets stuck in there all the time too.
Hair.
So when people zip up coats really fast, I don't know, triggers me a bit.
I wish I was so carefree with the zippers.
It freaks me out.
I had the dick zipper before. That fucking sucks.
Oh, ooh, yeah.
That was like, that wasn't a good one.
I just don't like zippers in general. I hate them. Not a fan. But I mean, you got to deal with it as an adult. As zippers happen, you have to deal with it.
I like that's the thing. That's an adult thing. Death, taxes, and zippers. You can't avoid them, kids.
What was it that I thought of the other day? Like I was buying something, and I remember being so mad that I had to buy this thing. That was such an adult moment of like, what was I buying? Fuck, I wish I could remember what it was because I'd like to make a joke out of it. But it was like one of those like adult moments where it was like, I have to drop so much money on this stupid fucking thing. Casket. I mean,
I want to choose it.
Well, that would be pricey. I mean, urns are, I wonder how much an urn is. I wonder how much Andrew's urn was.
Yeah, it can't be that much if Andrew got one.
Well, that fucking GoFundMe money hopefully helped towards it.
Yeah. Was it really urn? It was just a fancy cookie jar.
I think it was just Castle Grayskull.
Yeah, he's had it for years. So there we go.
Oh my gosh. Well, we are at the 2 hour and 10 minutes, so we can probably wrap it up unless you guys have any other Christmas thoughts or messages to spread on Christmas morning to the listeners.
Yeah, fuck people that are shitting on Christmas.
There you go.
It's just another day to you then. Then have it be as such. Mm-hmm. Don't make other people feel bad because they enjoyed it and like it, and maybe this is the one day of the year that they're not grumpy and moody and they can just take a break.
Have joy, whether it's in Christmas, whether it's in witchy things, whether it's in TikTok.
No.
Bringing it back.
No, fuck witchy things.
Bring it back.
Fuck TikTok people.
You know what, Travis? Christmas is like astrology. You should let people have it.
You know what? My Christmas behavior. I don't use Christmas to get away with my behavior because I go, I'm a grumpy fuck the rest of the year, and then Christmas time makes me feel nice. And it's not because Christmas makes me feel nice. It's I personally choose.
You choose
that Christmas time makes me feel nice. I don't go. Sorry, I can't help it. I'm an asshole this week. It's because my moon's in the left angled corner of a right obtuse obsolete triangle. I don't.
He's a Taurus.
Just on that. Yes, I am a fucking Taurus.
Who pissed in you, moon water?
Who pissed in your moon? Okay, Biden.
We need to take the moon water and we need to give it to you, the people.
Listen, Travis, someone has to stutter on this podcast now that fucking Vaughn's down here. Like.
Christmas isn't going to fix your problems and it's not going to justify your attitude. Christmas is it's a day to say, hey, take a break, reflect, enjoy something, make it what you want to be.
Ooh, I like
Whereas whatever Pisces moon rising in the left corner on January 3rd, I can't help but act this way. Go fuck yourself. You choose to act the way you do. The stars don't decide it. The moon doesn't decide it. The way that the waves hit the beach at 3 p.m. on a Sunday does not reflect on how you act as a person. Be you. Like what you like. Dislike what you don't like. Magic's out there, but it's not in that way.
Marty loves astrology.
Oh, I'm digging it now.
That's because it's the one joke that works. If only my KKK bit worked, I'd love the Klan. That doesn't mean shit.
Oh my! Oh wait, I actually do have a question for both of you before we end.
Well, I'm gonna go.
You both have significant others in your lives. How do you go about choosing a good Christmas gift for that person? I'm assuming you get them gifts.
Oh, there's no advice on that.
There's no advice. You just kind of.
He's blessed her with another Petey boy.
That's right. That's so true. You already gave her it. Do you like? Do you like picking out gifts? Like, is it stressful for guys buying gifts?
But I also think, like, you just have, like, a delusional idea of, like, oh, I'm going to get the perfect thing, and then that morning they're going to light up when they had no idea that this thing that they were dropping hints about for weeks that I've actually gotten them. It's ridiculous. Like, you just have to get something that they're obviously going to like. It's like, you can't get them, like, oh, I got this dove that my grandmother saw in the window.
I have 3 criteria.
Oh, I like
which
that.
I try to aim for. So, sometimes it's a couple different things. I go for practical, fun, and sentimental.
You do a trio?
Yeah, so I try to do 3. I try to at least hit those 3 points. Sometimes they can interact. Sometimes they can be practical and sentimental. Sometimes they can be fun and, sentimental. They can all go, but I try to hit those 3 points. And yeah, it can be hard. It can be difficult, but so far so good. I mean, this is our second Christmas together, so it's not like I'm running dry yet.
Right.
I try to listen. I'm like, oh, someone mentioned this. I try to tune in this. Honestly, I was trying to find, and I couldn't find. I was looking for Code Red for you, and I could not find it anywhere where it wasn't something totally over. It's a album that Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince. It's their album, and some bullies walked into his house and stole it. And I was
what?
Fuckers came to my door at Christmas time, and they also came to the back door. So I think, like, I was trying to get people to go away, and then Vince was trying to get people to go away, and I think, like, I had to go help Vince, or Vince had to go help me. So a back door was, like, open. So they came in, and they were just looking through a cabinet or something, and they took my fucking Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince tape, Code Red, and so, like, just some, a million things going on in the 90s, and, like, so much music happening. Like, a few weeks later, I just, got, another tape, or, just listening to something else, and I never went back to get that tape, and just like working at the Armview in the summer. There was a dishwasher who listened to a ton of rap. I was amazed that this guy would listen to, like, DMX, Snoop Dogg, but also, like, Run DMC would also listen, just... not like, one guy was like, oh, I like gangster rap and that's my thing, or I like, snap beats and that's, my thing, or whatever. Just like, I like the last 40 fucking years of hip hop. I'm just like, you fucking rule. But it's also just like, I can't believe that you're listening to the fucking Fresh Prince album that was stolen from me in like 1994. 26 years later, I was just like, oh my God, I actually had this album. And he was like, oh, no, I'm not just listening to this track. I'm listening to the whole Code Red album, bro. I'm like, fuck yeah, let it rip. And it's just the 90s hip hop that I love. Big bass lines, big beats, fucking huge party album. It's so fucking awesome. Oh my God, if Travis got that from me, I would never stop crying.
Oh my God, is it that rare?
I'm looking forward. I was looking forward for him for congratulations on being a new dad and stuff. And there's just like ridiculous ones where it's like I'm looking for the cassette, I'm looking for the vinyl, and currently Amazon is not the place to look for it, but. If I ever do find it, I will give that.
And that's so thoughtful. Yeah, it's good when you have friends like that where there's a specific thing that you're like, ooh, this would really nail it.
Now when I see like Travis getting sentimental, I'm gonna be like, it's not sentimental. This is Code Red.
Are you gonna be the type? Okay, this is a random question. Are you gonna be the type of dad to like watch the birth? I always wonder this.
Well, I'm gonna like.
Well, you can ask, was he the type of
watch the?
You said, are you going to be as if?
Oh, did you watch it the first time around? Watch it. When I say watch it, I mean watch it.
I was like there to the side.
Okay.
Hey, Dad, I'm gonna sneak a little peek in there. You know what I mean?
I always wonder that with men, like whether they would want to see that or not.
I also I feel like if you saw that and then you're just like, oh, I all of a sudden don't want to bang my wife anymore because that was gross. Like that's like even weirder than wanting to watch. You know what I mean? Like you're supposed to be there at the side holding the hand. You know what I mean? It's not like a time to be like, I'm gonna sneak a peek because it's gonna be fucking.
I do have severe FOMO. And so I would like to be like, I gotta see this. I gotta be the first one to.
Yeah, I can see things like that.
That's the original. That's the original YouTube comment. That's the real. We're gonna be like first, like that, like a baby's head crowning is like.
Yeah, that would be, and I'm gonna make it really weird now. I'm trying to pull up a TikTok that I saved, that I found. That is a mannequin. I might not be able to find it in time as I'm talking. It's a mannequin that's like giving birth that they use like to like train doctors.
Okay, yeah.
Would you guys want to see it?
Yeah, sure. I've seen the real videos in health class. So a mannequin giving birth is not gonna.
Yeah, why do
Fuck
doctors have to be
yeah,
trained?
yeah.
Isn't this just like a maturity thing?
You know,
like as if a doctor's gonna get like 9 years into their degree and go like, that's icky. No, I'm gonna go work at a call center.
You know, here's a little inside baseball. Here's how confident I was that I'm always going to be doing stand-up. Is when I was 16, I wrote a bit specifically for if I ever have a kid.
Did you really?
Because my whole thought process was known in high school as like, I don't believe women poop. I don't believe they fart, whatever. And the whole bit is like, I know women usually shit during birth. And my whole punchline for 16-year-old me was like, all my life I thought women don't poop and they don't fart. And they don't. Women don't poop. But after seeing her give birth, I realized women shit.
That's better than astrology, man. Can I use that?
Yeah.
That's great. I might not be able to find this. Fuck. There's too many. I like too many TikToks.
Oh, don't. You got 3 million views. You don't need to like TikTok now. You got 30,000 followers. you catapult off that.
And I'm going to lose them all when I start posting again.
Just do it. You're just going to post. Who gives a shit?
And then they'll be like, this isn't as good as the content that I liked. But also, like, Kirsten and I are going to do, like, this, like, we're going to go live on TikTok on Monday. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I hope that her expectations are low because I don't think people are going to tune in and go, oh, that's the girl from that TikTok that I liked weeks ago.
If they do, plug my album.
I was just going to say, should I start putting stand-up clips of everybody on my TikTok?
And I'll be starting Mega Comedy Mondays again at some point.
Oh. You know what? I did do a vlog style TikTok talking about Mega Comedy Mondays that got quite a bit of likes, like 10,000.
Oh, sassy.
none of them live here.
Yeah, none of them care. Okay.
If 10 of those come over 10 weeks, that'd be awesome.
That's right. I can't find this birth video. I'm sorry, guys. But if I find it, I will put it in the group chat.
It's like
we went from so we're gonna end the podcast and like give a Christmas wish. Travis does something super eloquent, and then Sarah's like, "I'm gonna scroll over this."
I just send it right off the rails.
Christmas, like us and everybody at Willie's Poutine says, "Have a good one." Like,
oh, I have another naughty list.
Oh, you have a naughty list?
Yeah, influencers.
Ooh, I mean, we can get into it if you guys want to keep talking.
Yeah, we can talk.
You're not
for
too
a little more.
warm.
I got my drinks and shit. So, yeah, influencers can go to hell.
Ooh,
Not.
Okay, let's.
Let me preface what I'm going to say.
Black Lives Matter, but let me tell you about these pumps.
I just think it's an ignorant term. I wish if they would say social media spokesperson.
What do you think of content creator?
I'm an aspiring influencer.
Content creator can mean something too because you are not lying. You are creating some form of content. But I hate the term influencer because it literally means like I can get people to do things. I can get people to buy things.
But is that wrong?
You're literally saying, hey, I'm a Jared Fogle. I'm your... Here's what you are.
You're trying to be a daddy Mac before you're a baby Mac.
Travis is looking at me, but...
Not you personally.
It just makes me feel special.
Because
so
you're actually funny.
Keep going.
You're not what you think. You're not an influencer. You're cheaper than a commercial. Mm-hmm. That's what these companies. You're cheaper than a commercial. We send you a T-shirt. We send you a hat with our logo. You put it on. You open up the box. You go, "Oh, I love this. I love this." Boom, boom.
I'm a poser with a U.
I don't take. A lot of people even brag. Go, I don't get paid to do this. You're a fucking fool.
So, okay. What do you think of the people who admit that they're getting, like, they actually say ad?
I like people that do that, but even still, it's like this arrogance of like, people are going to buy stuff because I like it. And I don't like that.
Assuming you're something like I'm an actor, I'm an influencer, I'm a singer, I'm a comedian, because I said so.
Yeah, and the proof is in, I like the proof when the proof is in your work.
That's interesting because I feel like you're 100% valid in saying all of that because it is quite annoying, and like there's some influencers that are very annoying and very shallow and very like there's not a thought behind their head. But like if you look at like Alicia McCarville, who like recently quit her job and she's doing content creation full time now, like I mean, like, she's spreading, like, really good messages. Like, I don't know, it's a little bit different, but she's still making money off of ads on Instagram stories.
You can make money off whatever if your message is whatever, and you're doing that.
It's authentic.
But literally, there are people.
It's ridiculously easy to jump on the bandwagon.
People like to watch me open these things.
Oh yeah, that I don't like unboxings.
And listen, I'm not saying it's not hard work, but guess what? Hitler was tired at the end of the day too. It doesn't mean what you're doing is good, and hard work is easy to come by. And if you're willing to put in the work, that's great, that's fine. But it doesn't make it's the ego that comes along with it. Where there's nothing I hate. I'm Hallie famous. Who gives a fuck? I'm not gonna eat a donair because you're talking about I love donut. No, you don't. I can tell in your eyes you don't like a donut. You've only ever had one sober. So how do you know if you really love a donair? You've done it as a treat. That's not what that is supposed to be. And I hate people that are like, oh, thank you. When I need a break and a relax, I take a nice East Coast lifestyle rum soda and an East Coast life. Go fuck, you don't. You do because they gave it to you for free.
That's where I think, that the brand deals and all of
These
that
are my
stuff.
go-tos when I have coupons.
Because I think if influencers chose like one or two brands to represent, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. But like if every other week it's a new ad, like
honestly, I think it's just the word itself that bugs me.
It's the word,
I hate the word influencer. Martin Luther King was a fucking influencer. That was a guy who was like, hey, let's all share water fountains. That's an influence. Not when I was marching, the only kind of shoes I wore were Reebok. I don't need that shit in my life. That's a fucking influencer.
If anybody should be taken out by the FBI, it's these motherfuckers. Find them in a motel room. Come on.
Also, it's like, let's not be dishonest and say that most influencers are, because they're like models. And like,
that is the thing.
Hard work for a lot of people means nothing, unfortunately. You can try to make content that people like, and it can go nowhere. And then if you're just a hot chick who has a really good DSLR camera,
and I find there's so much,
you have a career now.
There's so much insincerity.
That's what it is, I think.
And I really don't like that. Be honest with yourself. I don't like people being like, hey guys, and then 8 minutes of talking with their hands as they explain some shit, and then they try to
people
play it off as real and natural.
Filming themselves talking when they drive. For so many reasons.
Yes. This mode right here where it's like, I'm just saying this on the fly. No, you're not, nigga. You wrote the script.
I hope you crash on the fly.
You should.
It would be should get, because I know Lauren likes Alicia McCarville. Should get Lauren to show you some of Alicia's. I'd be curious.
I've seen her. She's fine and dandy.
Yeah. It's a little different.
Her Halloween costume was whatever. Like it was funny. Like to me, her and her husband dressed up like Harry and Marv from Home Alone. She had funny stuff,
and she like
her message is good and all that jazz and stuff. And so I have no
exceptions to everything, but for the most amount of cases,
I'm literally talking about the
specific.
Buy this because I like it.
She should be more famous than most of the people that are selling shit.
That's right.
Because there is an honesty there, and there's a sincerity there, and there's a vulnerability there.
That's right.
And it's natural shit. And I appreciate that. And I look at it almost from a stand-up sense where she's like being raw and she's being real. And that's what I want. That's all I want is raw and real. I don't need
she's an exception, for sure.
I don't need fake host. And like I'm being relatable and I'm doing what people are going to like. I'm a content creator. So I need to, hone in on the fucking Big Bang Theory audience. I need to people go, I think I know what funny is. I want people to go, I know what funny is.
What annoys people about influence, just like, hey guys, this is the voice I have, and this is actually more convincing than my regular voice because everything I do is fake.
Yeah, I would like someone to just go, okay, here we go. Today I got a box from Thank you so much to these people for sending me. Let's check out. Let's see what I got. Yeah, I don't need someone to go, oh my god, I love these. Look at the ice. This is great. And it's like you've never tasted those fucking banana chips in your life, and you're like, listen, when I'm on the go and I need a quick snack, I always dive in to Dunkin's banana chips. And you're like,
I'm not just saying this because it's sponsored. I really like this product.
Yeah. And other people go, I'm not. This isn't a sponsored ad. I just want to say, and it's like, no, but you're auditioning for a sponsored ad.
Yeah, for sure. I love it when they take a break from socials, and that break is like 4 hours.
Yeah,
they're like, guys, I know I've been MIA. I know I've been like, I know you're all worried, but like, I'm taking a step back from social media. It's like you didn't post for 4 hours. That's your break. That's your break.
Where it's like it's a week, and then they come in, their first post back is like a big sponsor thing. It's like, oh, the shipment didn't arrive.
That's right.
That's why.
And this is why, like, I don't. There's just so many layers to this fucking world of doing that. Like, and also too, just the fact that like, if you're doing it as your full-time job, like you need to be filming your life every single fucking day. And like the repercussions of that, like I wonder if these people have legit friendships and relationships in their lives that like,
no, because outside of that,
they
only value themselves as this thing that they are in their personality. And listen, it's easy to get sucked in that shit. And I get that and I can understand that as a fucking performer. That there are times where you go, am I me up there or I am what people think they want me to be? And I get you do have that dilemma, but there's also these people that have no real talent. You know, they just are someone who's like, well, I'm nice to look at. Eat these pretzels. And it's go fuck yourself. And it's not even just them, it's the people that actually buy into that.
This is great. It's on that same subject. I'm going to screen record this so maybe I can put the video in the thingy.
This is a local person I'm going to get in trouble
No, it's Whitney, but she's doing an unboxing.
Okay.
But it's a funny take on it. It's Chrissy Teigen and John Legends.
Okay.
Pulled my ligament. Okay. Here's the thing. Okay. Chrissy Teigen is
checks?
on the cover of checks. I don't need your help buying checks. I buy it anyway. Why are you paying John Legend and Chrissy Teigen to promote?
Oh god,
that's hilarious.
Every month. It's on auto buy. Why are you?
Okay.
I like this new Whitney.
Yeah, how'd she get even hotter?
Those are fun. I like those Chrissy Teigen challenge. I like them. I like John and Chrissy.
Call her Judge, goddammit.
Sorry, Judge Chrissy Teigen. Oh, so you're the one guy watching that fucking.
Thank you for these.
Subscriber, thank you very much.
How much did we get on eBay for those two things? Okay, so then.
And they're actually friends. Like, that's why she tagged her.
Yeah.
They're actually friends.
Like, I'm not gonna lie. Of course, I would want one of those boxes too.
Look at.
But
I want to try these.
Okay.
Yeah.
Reese's Pieces covered pretzels.
Okay.
Okay. Whatever you're doing, work. Because that is.
Where is she?
I think she's just at her mansion.
That is.
She just lives in a fucking mansion, man.
Yeah. I saw that pool.
I'll kill you if anyone tries to touch these.
God.
Nuts?
Give us your money.
Like that's
that's
real.
Yeah, that's an authentic.
And I think if people paid Whitney to do something like that, they would be like, yeah, do that because your audience likes that and it works.
There's nothing that makes me want to use a product more is when someone reacts honestly to it.
Yeah.
Even if they're shitting on it, I think it's funny.
I really want to try those pretzels.
You know, Bill Burr and fucking Sherry's Berries. He shit all over them. And I was like, I want to try Sherry's Berries. I think it'd be silly and funny. It's shit.
Tim Dillon's like pouring out Magic Spoon. I'm like, give me some of that Magic Spoon.
I just want people to be. I just want people to be honest.
Yeah, that's fair. Naughty list for Travis is influencers.
Yeah, influencers. Be just phony people that aren't real in themselves and maybe that is themselves, which really sucks that your thought process is like, I can get people to buy things and I'm this and whatever. I was literally saying last night, anyone that wants to be president should be automatically banned from being president. Because it's I want this power. I want this.
I think you want a Mark Twain prize.
They want the fame of it rather than you're the right person for the job and here's the
the thing should be I want to fix this country. I want to make this, and even that is a little arrogant. Where you go, oh, you know the answers. Well, but if you go, I want to be someone who listens and helps. Yeah. It's like you got my vote.
That's why
any person that goes, I want to be president of the United States. I think I've always dreamed about being president. Then go fuck yourself, because you're literally saying, I just dreamed of being in control of everyone.
There's that clip of
when I was a little boy, I wanted to control millions of people, coast to coast.
When I was a young boy.
fucking great. There's that like awesome clip of like Princess Diana. That's like the famous interview clip where they're like, "Will you ever be queen?" And she was like, "No, because I don't want to do what they're making me do. I want to help people." Like, and she was a saint.
And
Princess Di was a fucking
Diana.
Yeah, she was a fucking saint.
I've never met anyone. The woman's been dead for 23 years. I've never met anyone who's been like, "Yo, fuck Diana." Stupid ass bitch. I never have met anyone in my life that been like, "You know what? I love the car. That was my favorite part." Knock, knock. Who's there? Not Diana. I've never met anyone in my life who shit on Princess Diana.
She was a sweetheart. She was,
and I don't even care about the royal family. But if anyone was like, fuck Princess Diana, I'd be like, hold your horses right there.
Yeah.
I've never even started the crown.
I love wind and I hate candles.
Yeah.
But there's that fucking interview clip is just proof right there. Like she didn't want that.
No.
She had a good soul with her without the title of princess.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Fucking lovely woman. I'm sure she would have said something that would have fucked her up by now, but I mean,
Princess Di in this day and age. Yeah. I mean, like Meghan Markle. Look at the fucking pressure she's under.
British people and the royal family is fucking.
I don't know. Yeah.
They watch it like the Big Bang Theory there. It's just the most unroyal people that love the British family. And they go, "Oh, fucking Meghan Markle, fucking slag, taking Harry away from our family. Go fuck her." Like, they literally hate this woman because she took Harry out of the family. And it's like, oh, he wants a normal life where he wants to do something with himself. And it's like, "Oh, fuck, she ain't got no respect for the fucking royal family." And it's like, shut up.
Yeah.
Yeah, having a royal family is
like even for British people, you have bad teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the French got rid of this 250 years ago.
But these British people are still like all in with this stuff, and they're like, they're like, "Oh, they gave her everything, but now she wants her title away, but she still wants power." No, she doesn't want power.
No,
she wants good change.
That's right.
And there's a big difference. Then control, and then being like, "I want this for people." That no one pays attention to, and the poor girl is still getting beaten around. And the whole reason she even left to begin with was like, "Oh, Harry's marrying a darky. What the fuck's going on here?" Like, these idiots, these racist bigot fools.
Yeah.
This darky is so much more photogenic.
Yeah. And, I would start like a march or something for her, but fish and chips are going to kill these idiots anyways. Fucking artery-clogged assholes. God, if you can't tell, I've been in many a fight.
Is there anyone on your nice list? Martin, do you have anyone on a nice or naughty list?
My girlfriend.
Yes.
Dave Chappelle.
I keep meaning to like introduce you this way, which is like
when he just
he introduced me to Lauren. Travis Lindsay.
Yeah.
I love Lauren.
Despite my best efforts for keeping everything separate.
I want to say Tupac Shakur is on like my nice list because I've known the song like all I need in this life, I said, is me and my girlfriend. I've known this like that song for like the 90s. I've known the song for over 20 years.
Yeah.
Listening to it at work, this is the very first time I noticed the line, and he says it with such conviction. And I honestly relate to this. Tupac goes in that song, "I love finger fucking you." How have I never noticed this? It just makes my life complete. I love this.
That is
I want to get
great.
that tattoo across my shoulders, like with Tupac's, like the date of his like birth and death, and just "I love finger fucking you" just across my shoulders.
Yeah, but Two Kids really says it's the opposite of that.
Yeah.
The proof. Oh gosh, man. Oh man. Anything else, guys? I'm trying to think if there's any other rants. Any other rants? This is your time to rant.
This is the time to rant. I know. It's Christmas.
It's the end of the episode too, so I mean,
if anyone wants to make it, should we make a hashtag here for a Tim Hortons gift card or?
Yeah, no one wrote me with that.
They didn't. I didn't bother doing it, or else I would have. I listened to the entire episode yesterday.
Oh my god, you got through that shit.
Yes, of course it was because I needed fuel.
Was it edited? Okay.
It was fine.
Okay.
My only notes are, Albert, settle down. People are listening to you. Not everything needs to be a bit.
It's not just him though. It was all of them.
No, I'm not done. I'm not done ranting.
Kyle was the best on that episode in terms of not bidding it all the time.
Debatable. I would say Chris was. because Chris would try to lean it back to the questions, but then of course Chris was me in high school. I try to be a good boy, and then I always get roped into the shenanigans. Barnesy, fucking sell your album.
Oh my
Stop
God.
being a goofy, silly, shy boy there. The Baby Bird EP is out January 5th. You can pre-order it now. Go to Bandcamp and buy the goddamn shit.
Yes,
that's where
buy
he
it.
gets the most profits off of it. You can listen to it otherwise, or you listen to wherever you want. But go to Bandcamp. That's where he's going to make the most monetization off of it. And he's an artist that's working on this shit. So please support him in that way. There. That's how you sell your
plug
shit.
your album, Burnett.
Don't be shy about it.
God.
And after you listen to that, his album is only like 20 minutes or so. Grab my album. The Kid is All Right. That's available. You can get that on CD, baby, Apple Music, wherever you want. I don't care about the money at this point.
And when you're checking out their albums, check out Chris Leff's COVID updates. He's killing it on those.
The day I got glasses was the day everything went back into lockdown again. And I was like, I was like, I can see. And then all of a sudden I could just hear all my gigs being lost. Oh. And I was like, this day can't get any worse.
That sucks.
And then I turned on News 95, whatever. And the first voice I hear is Chris Leff being like, after today's fucking meeting, it's Dr. Strang. And I was like, I filmed myself reacting to it.
Did ya?
And Chris's news voice makes me sick. You can't even tell that he saw his sister-in-law's boobie.
When we were talking about the three hooligans, the Banana Boys, it made me think of this TikTok, and I saved it specifically because I was like, I feel like this is them. It just says, "Don't come back here with your nonsense." That's the caption.
This is also Halloween.
Just a bunch of llamas just running together.
Here's the thing, that's a well-organized bit. Something the Banana Boys know nothing about.
I feel like
If you want to throw shit at a wall, throw shit at a wall, but make sure it's not diarrhea first. Because that'll just drip.
So many. It was the thing was, it was a lot of inside jokes.
Yeah, which I get is fun. It's fun to do on a pod where like you want to make each other laugh.
Well, that was Boys Club. Boys Club was a lot of inside jokes too. But
but if you listen long enough, you would get the jokes, and
the only people listening to the Boys Club were the insiders. So
we're the insiders. So that's
I feel like
So you could kind of do it, but they brought their own. But here's the thing: the insiders with them were the three of them.
Yeah.
I listen. Honestly, it was a fine podcast, and it was just goofy and silly. Like it wasn't a bad podcast. I liked listening to it. I listened to the whole thing, and
okay, that's good.
The boys are too used to sitting in a booth.
Yeah,
that's the thing. I felt like because there was no comedy shows and we hadn't had a post-show hangout like in person, probably.
Yeah,
like when they got together, it was like this is a post-show hangout.
Yeah, if you got me here with like I don't know, like Mackie and Ian Black, I'd probably be like,
Fuck, I'd love to have Mackie on this podcast. I know he's been listening to podcasts lately.
I don't even want him to like talk on the podcast. Just if he just grunts.
Who would be a good person to get Mackie on here with? Because I think he'd have to come on with someone else, right, in order to do it.
I would like to.
Oh,
I've not spent as much time with Mackie as I
saw Mackie last night.
But really?
Yeah.
Was he at the Armview, or did you see him hang out?
Singing it up like me and Adam Delory were talking about. We're like, oh man, we gotta hang out with Mackie for the holidays. I'm like, man, I feel like he would be so down to be like, hey man, do you want to rip a couple tall boys in the woods somewhere? Like,
yes.
And Adam was just like, I'm actually thinking of buying a pack of smoke that needs smoking a couple, and then just dropping them off to Mackie. I'm like, we're both thinking about Christmas Mackie. Like, this is so awesome.
Did you go and drop him off cigarettes?
Yeah, and we had a couple smokes in his fucking car garage. It was deadly.
That's amazing.
No, I would love to be on here.
Okay, because I think the pitch is, hey Mackie, I know you've been listening to podcasts. I assume you haven't listened to mine, but if you want to come over, I'll buy you some beer. Travis will be there.
Oh, he's in.
And we can just shoot the shit about whatever you want.
I would love
Mackie.
To talk to Steve I love talking to Steve.
You just gotta find Steve Mackie on a day off, and then just have enough Bavaria that you can make a trail from his door to your place.
I think it's just tempt him with
Were you at the Chanel party where? At one point, it was just literally comics up in her bedroom.
Yeah.
There was like a cocaine seance going on down below.
Merry Christmas.
Mackie went downstairs, came back with a chalky sausage, which he complained about.
Wait, what does that mean? Chalky?
Like it's just a sausage that was in the fridge, so it was just old, so
literally.
it had like the fat like rehardened on it, and he complained about it. He goes, man, the fucking sausage all, it's got a bunch of fat on it, and it's been in the fridge that he stole. He didn't cook it. He ate it cold.
Of course he did.
And then came back up. He was out of booze. I had a bunch of booze on me. I went, here, Mackie, have one of my beers. And he goes, oh, fuck. Man, you're always taking care of me. And I was like, oh, that feels good. That was like one of the nicest comments I ever got. Literally, the first time I felt like, oh, I'm a comic and I feel good about myself it would have been about 2015. And it was outside of Yucks. And I had just done this bit where the news story was they may have found like a cure for Down syndrome. Like a way to like stop it while you're still pregnant. And I'd done a bit about like, you know, curing Down syndrome. And like there was this one woman who's like, you can't get rid of Down syndrome. You can't. My kid has Down syndrome. If you get rid of Down syndrome, how's my kid gonna have any friends? And the whole bit was like, lady, fucking move. You're obviously in a shit town where your kid has no friends.
Jesus.
You know? And it's just, so like, and it was like one of those topical news bit stories. And afterwards I was standing outside and Maggie goes, man, that fucking Down syndrome bit, some good shit. And that was the first moment I went, I'm a goddamn
Does
comic.
he compliment people a lot?
No.
Oh my
which
God,
to me, which was like the moment I was like, God damn it, yeah.
I was just like, this guy takes me seriously? Fuck yeah. Like,
I was gonna say, because like I feel like he doesn't ever comment on people, like even after shows when we're all like.
And also, I want to be on here with Mackie because Mackie gets high. Well, he at the time, I don't know if he still is, but he used to get high with my buddy's dad. My buddy who I went to school with.
That's funny.
He's like, man, you know Bo? And I'm like, yeah, Bo's my friend. He's like, man, me and Mick, we go for hikes in the wood, get high. And I was like, what? Because this is not it. If you look at my buddy's dad and Mackie, total opposites. Like you can't
oh my
compare.
God,
They're
that's
two very
hilarious.
different people.
That's so. I think with Mackie, like it's gonna be tricky for me to get the stories out of him that I want. Like
If you got free
it's a
booze,
weird
it'll come.
interview to navigate.
He's great spontaneously. I remember the first couple times I went to parties with comics, I was just like, oh, I got like this guy, you know, Steve Mackey, just kind of like, you know, unleashed. He doesn't have to like, you know, filter things like through like a for an audience or whatever. I remember like, you know, trying like, you know, being embarrassed and like, you know, trying to like laugh into like, you know, my arm because I was just like, this guy's so fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
I don't want this guy to go like, I don't want this guy to think like, you know, oh, I'm laughing because I think you're crazy and ridiculous. I was just like, he's just really fucking funny.
Really fucking
and I don't
funny.
want to ruin it. I want to continue. So I'm like, I'm laughing a little bit, but then I'm laughing too hard. I'm like,
Fuck. That's that's my goal. That's my New Year's resolution.
You can't, like, contain the Mackie. You just have to get him on the podcast.
And that's the thing, and that's why it would be good to have him on with someone else.
Yeah, just don't force it. Let it be loose now.
Because I think if he gives me little nuggets of like interesting things, I could just ask him to elaborate on them.
Yeah. No, that's fucking great.
He'd be great. Yeah,
Steve.
even just his facial expressions will just be incredible on a podcast, you know?
That's the thing. You would say something that's totally normal, and it will go somewhere else.
It would go somewhere else.
Yeah, but you can't force it. That's the thing. You can't force it. You just got to let it.
He's the kind of guy you would ask a question to, and if like, you know, if it takes 12 seconds for him to answer, you're gonna laugh in that 12 seconds. It's not gonna be like, this is awkward. Why is he taking so long? He'll make a rainbow of facial expressions, and then go, like. You're going to be laughing. It's going to be awesome.
Oh, I wonder if that could be the one time that I could allow someone to smoke in here.
Bavaria. You do the podcast.
Like smoke cigarettes.
Well, there you go.
Because I always let people smoke weed in here.
If you Bavaria it, Mackie will come.
Yeah, if I what?
If you Bavaria it, Mackie will come.
Okay, we'll try. We'll try, Travis.
Yeah. No, let's get it done.
Fuck, that would be so epic.
That's my Christmas wish.
Yeah.
Mackie will be on a podcast.
Yeah.
But just imagine the fucking everyone would watch that one. Like, there's not a comic in the fucking Maritimes that wouldn't tune into that.
You're a total dickhead if you're like, oh, it's been 3 weeks and I didn't watch the Mackie and Sarah podcast yet. Just like,
holy
fuck
shit!
Outta here.
Oh, almost 3 hours now.
Boom,
Fuck.
there we
Okay.
go. There we go.
Yes.
We did it, guys.
We did
Merry
it.
Christmas.
We did it. Merry Christmas, everyone.
So we gotta do some plugs for the non-shows that are going.
Well, okay, I can plug my podcast and shit.
Yes. Make me an ad.
Listen, I would have made you an ad if fucking Scott McClain didn't do a goddamn Peter Jackson trilogy for his 1.5 minutes. Go fuck yourself with that stupid ad, Scott. An 1.5 hours of being like, I'm the guy who's into balance without only focusing on one side of a goddamn argument. We're not here with all that woke bullshit. Well, then shit on the other side too, stupid. You fucking right-wing idiot.
Scott McClain can pull off as a shitty 1995 Van Halen album.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
I was ready to, and then I saw his was 1.5 minutes. There's some movie trailers that are shorter.
Yeah, I told him to make a shorter one, but also I might alternate. So if you make me one, I'll play yours, and I'll play his. Like I'll alternate them per week.
I'll do one right now.
Oh, let's do one.
Let's just get it over with right now.
Record this right now.
So I'll try to do one that's under 30 seconds.
We can cut it up too.
Perfect. And I'll do both my podcasts in under the time that he did his one Fox News podcast.
Yeah, because ideally it's 30 seconds. Ideally
Perfect.
a podcast ad is 30 seconds.
Boom. Just add some church music to this and we're good.
Yeah.
Yo, it's the kid, Travis Lindsay. I'm no longer doing the Boys Club podcast because my best friend died. Now I'm doing my own podcast. It's called The Church of Common Sense, which was inspired by the Boys Club podcast, where I just talk about things going on in the world today and me trying to understand and figure them out. If you're not into ranting, bitching comedy, that's fine. That's okay. I have a Disney podcast, which comes out bi-weekly, and you can listen to that one where Spotify, Google Play, iTunes, all that random shit. You can listen to that one where I get drunk and I review Disney movies. So if you like rants, go to The Church of Common Sense. If you like fun stuff, go to Hi Dad Soup podcast, where I get drunk on Disney-themed drinks and food. Thank you very much. Goodbye. Fuck Scott McClain.
I don't know how long that was, but it didn't seem that much longer than 30. Perfect. We got an ad.
There you go. You got yourself an ad. That's we don't subscribe to all that woke bullshit. Great. Neither do I. But guess what? Shit on the other side too, dummy.
Yeah.
God almighty.
Yeah.
Pour me another drink. You asshole. And I like Scott, which is the problem. If I'm annoyed with you.
Oh, maybe you and Scott on this podcast.
I would do one with Scott. I'd go on Scott's podcast.
I think the only way. Well, I was just gonna say. I feel like.
Oh, we're shitting on Scott. I'll do that. But also, I'd love to be on the podcast.
I mean, I'd love to have episodes where people come hang out as well. You know, like just like listen, like, you know. Even, because I feel like, I don't know, we'll talk podcast after, but we're going to close this fucking episode out. Merry Christmas, everyone. So,
Merry Christmas.
Subscribe to Travis's podcast.
Yes, Church of Common Sense, Hi Dad Soup. That's a bi-weekly one. We got a double feature coming, which would already be out by the time this airs.
Double feature.
So, go back and listen to The Little Mermaid and The Nightmare Before Christmas. Have a Merry Christmas, everyone.
And Martin.
Keep coming out to Mega Comedy Mondays. We do this every week. Have a good one, everybody.
But honestly, stay tuned because hopefully in the new year it'll be back.
Yeah.
And it's a great fucking place to check out comedy. I personally have the most nerves there. I get so nervous.
Monday, it's a weird vibe.
I get so nervous to do Gus's, but I have some of the funnest sets. Like I feel like at Gus's, it's a great place to do.
Yeah, nobody
comedy.
shows up until slightly after 8 o'clock. Every other bar has a couple people hanging around.
If it
feel like you're actually walking into life.
Nerve-wracking. Oh
if it makes you feel better, because I get why you're nervous. Ghost Vaughn is watching Monday Night Raw. He's not at the show. Don't be
Drew.
Bomb and be happy.
Yeah, happy. Guys, thanks so much for coming on. This was
my pleasure.
This was freaking great. This was like a highlights episode.
Good.
And a lowlights.
Take notes, banana boys.
Highlights and lowlights.
I mentioned an abusive home life where I hid in a thorn bush on Christmas, and the mood was still lighter.
But Merry Christmas to everybody listening.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Be a good person. Be nice. Be thankful for the good things in your life.
Don't call yourself an influencer. Get the Baby Bird EP out January 5th.
Bam. And you guys get to do the honors.
Of course.
Together. You have to do it together.
Okay. Well, don't fuck this up because I have a perfect record on this.
You get one and one for.
Woo!
That's good.
Bam. Oh my gosh. We need Mac.
Yeah.